W3IL Grand Final. Once again, the system of these clan wars. If you win your match 2-0, you get 3 points. If you win your match 2-1, you get 2 points. If you lose your match 1-2, you get 1 point. And if you lose 0-2, you get nothing. The first clan to gather 8 points here in the 5 matches we got is the first two-time W3IL winner. In the semifinals, both defeated their opponents rather easily, I would say. Oceanus defeated Soviet War Elites, and Dust was losing to Oceanus Gaming. No, wait, I mixed it up. Help me out. Who defeated who?
Yeah, Oceanus defeated Dust.
Oh, Oceanus defeated Dust. All right. So the two winners, the two dominators of the league, facing each other. The matches for this clan war you can see at the bottom. We got Cash versus Kiwi, that's our first match. Vortex versus Spiral, hype for match 2. Shake versus Side, Sonic versus Neutral. And if we go full distance, the 2-2 is gonna decide it all. So for our first match, we got Russia versus Canada in Cash versus Kiwi Kaki.
Alrighty. Kiwi Kaki, as we now mentioned a number of times, has his own special style, and today is not the time where he deviates away from that. It's going to be Farseer opening once again with most likely Headhunters and Junkie Jan. Well, thank you for the big donation, 25 euros. Not even a message, just the donation. Thank you very much, man. That's very much appreciated. Padromi with a 13 months says, hyped for today's game. Hells yeah. This is the grand final of W3IL Season 3. Both champions previously, and now trying to get the next title.
Alright, uMaD definitely stepped it up. They always had a strong team, but especially this season with the addition of Todd and Vortex along the way, they got a lot stronger than they were like 1 season ago. Oceanus had a very big fluctuation in their lineup. It was the team of Juan and Ente and Spiral and Side before. Now we see a lot of Neutron. We see some Canadians in with Kiwi Kaki and Insuperable. And Spiral still playing this for the team side as well, even though they're not officially contracted to this team anymore. So Kiwi in the blue with the Farseer, as you say. Cash with the Keeper of the Grove. No Blade Master, so I was about to say so far so standard, but with Kiwi it never is.
Yeah, the Kiwi standard, I guess we could call it. He always plays Farseer, he always plays Headhunters. Doesn't matter what matchup it is, doesn't matter which opponent it is. It's always Farseer, Headhunter. And with that recently could even defeat Hitman. You just mentioned Insup a moment ago, a Canadian player for the Canadian team, but we haven't seen him in a long time, right? In
now this is very, like, the hosting is always Europe, and I think Insup is also a very ping dependent player with early aggression, lots of surrounds, and maybe that doesn't fit the hosting situation too well. And Oceanus has a very good roster. Like, who do you want to bench for Insup? Side? Oh, Spiral. Neutron? Rather not. And Kiwi is showing great performances recently as well. So tough decision who to put on the bench for Insup.
Yeah, but I think Insup even he lives on the East Coast, right? So I think his ping isn't that bad. I think like 100, 110. But whatever. We're not gonna see him today. Maybe next season. More pressure here from the Farseer, trying to make the Keeper's leveling process as difficult as possible. One more last hit, and he gets the level up. A Wolf would do it, and there it is.
Damn Cash, denying every single Treant with the help of the creeps a little bit. But yeah, he got the Wolf, extra experience. Kiwi not willing to give up mana to deny experience here. So this early game for Cash, I like it. Good start for the Russian. And good start for our stream as well, as we got another resub. Thank you, BB, for the 7-month Lokta Rogar. Go Kiwi Kaki, go Canada.
Yeah, so far, the early game here for Kiwi, not the greatest. Yeah, he slowed down the Keeper a little bit, but no experience to speak of. Will, however, now get his second hero, that is the Torrent Chieftain. Headhunters already coming out, being parked in the main. The typical early game that we see a lot against Keeper. Rather keep your units in the main base. There, at least, you won't lose them.
Entangle, surround, keep it with a quick counter surround, but oh, the wolves aren't enough. The archers block the way. And that's a TP gone. Man, Kiwi, the star of the semifinals, where we were all so surprised that Hitman doesn't 2-0 him. Now, struggling already after just 5 minutes.
He did at least prevent the expansion for a very long time. And now with the TC out, plus the number of headhunters that Kiwi now has, he can actually creep really quickly if he's left alone. But now perhaps it's Cash trying to go on the offensive, moving south across the map, taking a medium-sized camp away from the opponent, getting very close to level 3 Keeper with that. And if there is no Dispel, we all know how strong that can be. And Shaman are coming, but not too many out just yet.
Alright. TC also, not the necessary levels. This will take some time. No Chain Lightning yet. And Cash has a very right idea of punching here. Acid Bomb onto everything! There were like 5 units clumped up, and you said it, Shaman not here yet. And the first one was there, is gone already. Just like when I visit my family.
Nice splits here from Cash, minimizing the impact of the Stomp. Gets another kill. That's level 3. That's 2 more entangles to use. Could be a lot more kills. It's a lot of kills apparently on both sides. The wolves, by the way, not looking too bad. Finding a few kills with the normal damage against the medium armor. Archers now again having to run away. There was one more timely purge to get rid of the entangle. Oh my god, it's so many kills everywhere.
This kind of backfired, man. Double level up for Kiwikaki, who's at 36, which I think is fine given the fact that he was backstabbed hard. But there could be 2 more kills here. Tier 3 by Kiwi. Another Acid Bomb, which will probably result in a kill with the damage over time.
Heal self, heal self, heal self quick. Nice.
Alright, can he trap him and force a TP? Looks like it. If he plugs these holes here.
Alright, it's a pretty open base. Not so easy to find the surround, but it should work in the end. Purge? Purge? That's a late purge right there.
Not enough damage, I guess. No staff for Cash. But alright.
That was pretty sloppy by Kiwi, to be honest. That should have been a TP forced, but he still got the tech to tier 3 going. He killed a lot of archers. This also cost a bit of mining time, I imagine. Oh yeah, around 200, so certainly noticeable.
It's interesting that Cash is going tier 3 with double lores. When did we see anything else but archers and hunts in this matchup?
Yeah, I mean, against tier 3 on the orc side plus berserkers, it does make a lot of sense. Hunts would just get destroyed, I imagine. And archers can fall quickly after this, whereas mountain giants are a fantastic choice against berserkers.
But are they also so good against possible Tauren?
Not that good, but not too bad either. As Soen demonstrated to us in the past, they can mess with the AI quite well sometimes.
Still so sad that this is not caught on video. It's one of the funniest things of a Korean pro for sure. Anyway, we got another fight. Shaman not safe, Dryad not safe, so 1-for-1 exchange. Kiwi bloodthirsty here, Purge, Archer dead. Not creeping at all, just contesting this Ogre Lord, which is quite a big deal. Catches a shockwave, but gets another Archer.
Yeah, the Great Wolf Scout started this whole thing off. And Kiwi's finding a lot of kills. He's running out of mana now. And is retreating. Couldn't he fight here? He doesn't have a heal, speed scroll or TP anymore, does Kiwi, so that's a little scary. Losing that TP in the early game now, coming back to haunt him a little. Loses one more headhunter, but that was a fairly even exchange, I guess.
Yeah, looks like it. We don't have a lodge yet, so it's just Shaman. No bloodlust, I think. Oh. Sorry, positions were wrong. Fixing it now. Okay,
just reached
now
tier 3. Yeah, and here comes the upgrade. 90 seconds, takes a long time, but once it's finished, the buff is very impressive. And normally, Dryads can't keep up with the Dispel need that that ability has, because Bloodlust can be spammed so hard, and Dryads don't have that big of a mana pool. I was expecting only very few Dryads for cash to then go into many Mountain Giants after, but it's rather the other way around. A single MG and many Dryads.
Yeah. I guess you need a lot of Wisps with that as well. Headhunter upgrades coming in for more damage. Second try for cash to get this Overlord, but the Overlord isn't with the rest of the army. He feels a little attracted to the Orc side. Weird.
The trap didn't work out there by Kiwi. That was not perfectly executed. So the Overlord does get back, and now it's a battle for the big item. Bloodlust not ready yet. You see it, but only from the creeps. Overlord's item still up for grabs. TC not having an invul here makes this dangerous for him. Wants to stomp and secure the item, and he gets it. Cloak of Flames. Normally really good in a TC, but against Dryads and MGs, not the greatest.
Yeah, usually would be pretty ecstatic about this, especially versus human or against Hunt's archers, but yeah, if your opponent is magic immune, not too great indeed. Level-wise, 3-2 versus 2-2. Very low levels in general. Not much for scrap. Lots of brawling, lots of tacking, lots of waiting for the units. Cash about to break upkeep with the resistance skin upgrade. What's next for Kiwi? Gets the Shadow Hunter, and that's it.
Both climbing towards the 50 supply. Cash is basically there already, going for more upgrades. Resistant skin. That well, makes the Mountain Giants a little less affected by debuffs, but doesn't have the biggest impact here. Or am I overlooking something? Like Stomp? Purge, I guess? But oh well. Creeping continues.
Maybe he's afraid of the powerful stasis trap.
One thing also can always, of course, be Kodos coming in and then getting off a Devour. There's no Beast Fury here by Kiwi, but doesn't mean that you can be sure that there won't be one coming up at some point.
Kiwi with the Mana Potion definitely likes that. Double level 3 for him, important levels. Same goes for Cash with the 4 and 3 now. No invuls, no heal scrolls. But an expansion for Cash.
I really like Kiwi's position here, actually. If he pops the speed scroll at the right time, and if he follows this Alchemist, could be dangerous. But these Dryads, how are they going to survive against the Berserkers? That's my big question.
Yeah, that is a good question. This MG has to protect them. TC is diving for both heroes, catches both heroes, gets the heal wave right away. But Alchemist is kind of tanky, so hard to knock him down.
Kiwi needs to dive past the MG. Don't attack him. That is, of course, just a distraction unit. Cash making that difficult with a fortified position here against the trees, but I think Kiwi is doing it well. Again, diving for the backline. The TC is in trouble. Heal scroll to keep himself alive. Dryads, many close to falling. One of them is, in fact, taken out. And that's Kiwi taking a winning fight, still having lots of resources. This smells of a tiny Great Hawk.
Yeah, pretty much nothing lost here. One Headhunter maybe. A lot of damage on the Torrent Chieftain, but he was always saved. He had the heal wave. On the other side, definitely Dryads falling. Cash breaking upkeep now with that expansion and creeping. One MG is definitely not enough. He gets 2 more. That will help. And there's a Torrent Totem for Kiwi now, staying at 50. No tiny Great Hole yet, but he's getting close.
Arceus is going over to the main. He's basically got the money. 600 gold is how much it costs. Pretty much has it now. Brings out the peons. Oh yeah. It's the tiny.
Upgrade 0-1 on the Mountain Giants. That's always good to see. 2-0. Is he really going Bloodlusted Torrent against a growing number of Headhunters? That doesn't seem right. Spirit Link, of course, always good, as you say. There is so much to dispel already in Bloodlust. You probably can't dispel Spirit Link on top of it. But damage-wise, they provide nothing. It would only be Spirit Link.
A player's forces are under attack.
I don't know if I like this Torrent Totem too much, to be honest.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. These MGs, though, looking quite threatening now. They have some armor upgrades already. Ignoring one Mountain Giant is easy. Ignoring 3, not so much.
Especially with 4. That's the magic number where it's pretty much impossible. And there is number 4. One Mountain Giant about to die. Is there a staff even for him? Yes, there is. So he can save 1 at least. Again, TC soaking up all the damage.
Still has an invul. Maybe forced to use it here. Getting slightly slowed down by the Dryads. Shadowhunter's out of mana, so no more Heat Wave here to use. Wolves easily getting dispelled. Some Berserkers going down. Kiwi needs to fall back to the shop and heal, especially this TC backup.
Expo up. And it is Tauren.
It is a lot of bonus damage against the MGs.
Forces are under attack.
And it's also a target in the front line that might distract from the TC. Who so far has been the sole frontliner.
Wonder if that's so bad. Tanking everything with the TC, you just have to provide him with potions and then it should be fine.
Now if the fight is long enough, TC will be forced out of it, even no matter how many potions he has. Shadowhunter's healing also at the moment not too big just yet. Another nice stomp coming in here. We see the effect against the MGs. Isn't too bad at all. Alchemist is out of mana, so no more heal sprays to protect the Mountain Giant. And they are starting to drop very low here, especially the one. TC again, a lot of damage towards him. But he has those potions. Heal potion first, invul not yet, and the first MG goes down. Staff was not used.
Next Mountain Giant about to fall. That 7 supply gone already would be 14. And this Berserker damage is adding up, especially with the attack speed they have. And this is shop control. Heal scroll, invo potion, and away we go.
Dude, this is the luckiest archer of all time. She was just standing in the middle here, not being attacked, completely ignored. Oh, but creeps take her out. How ruthless.
No mercy from the High Priest and his friends. And that's why they are punished for it. Very tanky Alchemist, by the way. Didn't check it before. Ring, boots, talisman, noise.
A player's forces are under
Yeah,
attack.
TP though.
Certainly helpful to have. Alchemists will oftentimes stand in the front along with the MGs. But 2 are killed. Only 2 are left. More MGs are, however, coming from the main. But the damage of QB's army is getting quite crazy.
Okay, block with the TC. It's really hard for this MG to get out of there. Torrent, I don't think it was on purpose, but they block as well. Cash still at 77, but Kiwi is catching up, and it doesn't look like his army is 10 supplies shorter.
Yeah, and imagine once they are actually at the same supply count, how scary Kiwi's army is, in fact, going to be. He needs 1 more Borrow coming up at the expansion right now. The red camp is still remaining, by the way. Could be a nice item there. It's also going to be level 3 Shadowhunter. That's going to be really important. Would love to see Backpack here as well, to keep on ferrying in clarities and mana pots from the main for Kiwi. But that still is rare to see. Scroll of Town Portal here. We may be going into a base raid towards the Expos.
And both of them should be able to deal with it, but Cash is unwilling to give his tree up. He wants to fight for it. Detonate number 1. The Torrent have a good position so far. Can only be reached from 2 taunts. But Kiwi is just right-clicking, stomping the Wisp to prevent the repair. Now it comes in, but most... Oh, there is a little bit of repair. He needs more damage. 1 more volley. It's not enough. Cash holds.
Was that 2 Torrents going down? No, I think a Torrent and a Berserker and the TP gone. Yeah, that was expensive for Kiwi. Didn't quite work out. The taunts there coming in clutch.
So far, Kiwi's fighting position was always very, very good, so he never allowed Cash to go to a fountain without crossing the entire map. This could change now, but I guess he wants to be aggressive right away, so the Mountain Giants have no chance of healing up here, which would be, of course, the most efficient way to get them back to green.
A player's forces are under attack.
Long Congo line. Not sure if Kiwi is ready yet. Needs to wait a couple of seconds. Still taking the fight.
Cash now up at 80 supply. Upgrades looking pretty good. 1-2 on the Dryads and Mountain Giants. TC coming in. Nice Stomp to start things off. Lots of experience here from the Treants over and over again. The Shadow Hunter again. Almost level 3. Stomp once more against the Mountain Giants. Bloodlust and Berserk activated everywhere. TC though was dropping low. Had to go for the involve. Finally level 3 Shadow Hunter. He was waiting for that one. Finally have the upgrade Heat Wave. But some Torrents are falling, and it's a lot of Treants still on the field. Shaman, pretty low mana at this point.
Fastia forced into the invul. There was too much damage just clobbering at him. Level 4 now. Big stomp on 3 of these Mountain Giants. 2 might fall. But so far, TC! So far, the Alchemist was always there with Heal Spray, and so he is again. Torrent back, and this Mountain Giant survives. Got 1, I guess. Cash down at 70, but that's not a big problem because he was banking 1.2k gold. And Kiwi, how does it look for you now? 60 supply, no bank. Not too great.
Why does Kiwi feel so threatened, so pressured to play aggressively at all times? He was 2-base for the longest time, but for some reason, he feels he needs to keep up the momentum. He's gonna find 2 MGs here at the fountain, but they are very tanky, especially at the fountain.
2 upgrades already. Yeah, I don't know. It's not that there's a super hard counter for the entire army, like some chimeras we've seen yesterday against certain army styles. But Mountain Giants grow with the upgrades, and that is quite brutal. Maybe it's just his style.
Again, we see Bloodlust everywhere. Dryads can't keep up with the Dispel. Mana Potion used, another Stomp comes out. MGs are slowly getting tickled down, but the Heal Spray over the top on the level 5 Alchemist. It's so much sustain. Looks like it's too much sustain.
Yeah, it's still 700 HP, even if they are in like dark orange. And Torrent are oftentimes headless chicken. That's 1 dead. Acid Bomb hits a lot again. Also this Torrent, who's also dead. That's now 2 Torrent gone. Keeping with a little bit of long distance mining, but Cash is claiming the map middle, and maybe that's the reason, as he knows that it's easy for Night Elves to walk the Tree of Eternity over, and then it's 2 base versus 1 base, and then it's even more overwhelming than it already is now.
Yeah, okay, but he was doing that way earlier before this ever became a factor. Was he trying to win with those previous pushes? Perhaps that was the intention. Quite impressed here with Cash. I was really worried for him, thinking he's playing Dryads against Berserkers. That usually doesn't end well. But once the MG numbers were there, then suddenly the Dryads were protected and could do a good job along with the rest of the army. And maybe Kiwi should have tried to dive. When he got into these late game fights against the MGs, he pretty much was on A-click, and the MGs were absorbing the damage. He was not trying to dive past them, with TC Aura, perhaps could have worked. But yeah, now he's under a lot of pressure. Kiwi needs to break the space, otherwise he certainly loses. But being down by almost 30 supply looks rough.
Yeah, killing buildings with only 1 torrent is also not too easy. MGs again distracting, Bloodlust everywhere. But the sustain is just speaking in favor of Kiwi, and with this army and the Mountain Giants in front, it's not that easy to go to a hero kill, at least if Cash is positioning well, which he absolutely does. So TC has no items anymore, gotta rely on that Shadow Hunter, but there's almost no mana, and Tangle and the carry's gone. GG! Cash takes out Kiwi for the 1-0.
That's the first point for uMaD. Man, Cash's Night Elf practice is really paying off. Seemed like he knew exactly what to do at every point in the game. There were a few close calls, like that first encounter in the south where so many archers went down, when he only had 1 MGs and so many dryads were falling. It looked kind of rough, but Cash always knew once he gets the expo up and the right amount of mountain giants, he's gonna be good, I guess. And maybe with that in mind, maybe Kiwi shouldn't have expanded. Maybe Kiwi should have just gone into upkeep, keep on the pressure, don't allow Cash to go to 2 bases, and in doing so, make it a lot harder to reach high mountain giant numbers.
Yeah. Now, it's a little bit of a veto process for the second map. But yeah, should go rather quick.
Cash vetoes AZ and Twisted. What? AZ is normally the Night Elf map number 1. And Twisted, at least when we see it from Moon, looks very good. But Moon is Moon. So Kiwi can choose the map now. What is a good map to play Farseer Headhunters on? First thing that would come to mind for me would be Last Refuge. Lots of heavy armor, lots of ensnare creeps, where maybe you can punish. Not so easy for the keeper on the enemy side. Headhunters don't do damage against mountain giants, chat is saying. Yeah, not much. The thing is, nothing does a lot of damage against mountain giants. Normally, the key in defeating them is killing everything else first, and then going for them. But that's not always so easy, especially as the mountain giant numbers grow. For a while, Kiwi did play Demolishers. Ranged units can be an answer, like long siege range units, as they can still reach the dryads and shoot over the mountain giants. But then you have so many groups to micro, it's really hard to pull off. Plus, Demolishers are pretty weak. Very likely the weakest out of all siege units.
Last Refuge it is after the ban of Terranas and Echo Isles. So, game will go live in a bit.
Thank you, Donald Trump fan. With the 7 months, says, Remo is my second favorite person ever. Thank you, man. I feel like I've heard that before. Much appreciated.
Yeah, it's kind of like Kiwi, judging from game 1, falling off the Olympus after his surprise against Hitman. It feels like Cash is definitely respecting him and is playing according to Kiwi's playstyle. So, reacting, adjusting, overcoming.
Yeah. I think I would really like to see more of an early upkeep pressure play rather than the expansion, if it goes similar to how game number 1 went. I'm pretty sure Kiwi's going to play a very similar style here. Is Cash going to do this as well? On this map, Night Elves have shown that they have become quite fond of Demon Hunter Talons again quite a bit. But playing against Headhunters, I guess that's a strat that rather you would try to avoid.
We're waiting for Cash. Has to drown another beer, probably. We didn't ask this time, right? How many he's down?
Nope, not yet. If he wins here, I guess it's call for another one, or maybe a bottle of champagne. Maybe he can share it with Krav.
Krav is slowly becoming my favorite Warcraft person in the scene at the moment. First, he's starting to win tournaments, then he owned the Twitter game, with a lot of cool tweets, and then I praised him for his thumbnails, and he was like, "Yeah, the game is too easy. The Twitter game is too easy. Now I'm going for the YouTubes." Good guy. Good guy. As a pro player should, also taking care of marketing. So, Cash with the 1-0. He never gave a shit about anything except beer and himself. Off we go.
Last Refuge, a map where oftentimes creeping with a lot of melee units isn't the greatest. So for example, any kind of grunt opening also normally doesn't get off to the quickest start. Also a reason why like Farseer Grunt Expo here isn't so strong. I'm pretty sure we're going to see Farseer. It is Kiwi after all, and we should be pretty certain it's going to be Headhunters as well. Kiwi likes playing it with a fast tech. There's a different variant where you can use peon number 8 to make the War Mill early and go into Headhunters quickly and then tech a little bit later. But Kiwi wants to tech faster, wants to get the TC out quick and also go to tier 3 pretty fast, I imagine. Harder to answer question is, what's the first hero here for Cash? Is it Keeper again or is it Demon Hunter? It is the Keeper.
Kiwi under a little bit of pressure here, of course. It's a very even clan war, judging from the seedings. All depends on the shape of the players today. And receiving a 2-0 in the first clan war puts the entirety of Oceanus under a lot of pressure, because 2-0 is obviously 3 points. One map win would help Kiwi and the entirety of Oceanus a lot. But it doesn't seem like Kiwi can surprise him anymore. Of course, on paper, Cash, the better player, has the better conditions. So he's probably the clearest favorite in all of the one-on-ones. And maybe uMaD is banking on a big success here. In WGTL, Cash was oftentimes a one-trick pony, oftentimes disappointing in the one-on-ones and the two-on-twos. Just very early aggression, and if that was defended, then his entire game plan fell apart on, of course, Netty servers, which is a little bit of an excuse. So, in W3IL, he can become the carry that he wasn't in GTL.
Yep, and that with his off race. Keeper starts off with the first green, and the circlet also a nice find for him. Good wolf spread, makes sure that Kiwi knows exactly where his opponent is. Early game can be pretty rough here for Keeper. You don't get level 2 right away. And in fact, finding level 2 beyond the first camp is not so easy. He has not shown his skill point yet, so I'm pretty sure he's saving the option of going for Entangle, looking for kills onto the Headhunters, because we know, and he certainly also knows, that Headhunters will kill him.
Yes, Keeper stuck at home at the moment. Still no experience, of course, on the Keeper. Cash is always making sure that there's no progress, while preventing the progress for the Keeper. Tier 2, 50%. Headhunters coming. Definitely a better early game for Kiwi than it was on Concealed, because Keeper is not level 2, or not even close to level 2. Nothing was denied.
A player's forces are under attack.
And there's not too much of a big army, so he doesn't have to be too afraid of anything. I mean, level 2 is quite quick to achieve here, but even then, tier 2 is gonna be ready. Shaman are coming, so LR definitely better so far.
Before we saw the Headhunters just being kept in the main, primarily trying not to lose them instead of bringing them out. Entangle is now revealed. One wolf is killed. Actually denied with the other wolf feed. That was pretty cool. He's gonna get the next wolf here as well. This is costing quite a bit of Entangle mana and HP on the Keeper, but he just wants to get the Farseer out of here so he can finally resume creeping. And with now 4 archers, that should be pretty easily doable. And now Cash, with a much faster expansion than we saw before, already coming here before tier 2.
Okay, I wonder if there should be more time to punish this. Close to tier 2 for Cash, of course, as well. No Hunter's Hall yet for Dryads. That's definitely a little late compared to what we've seen before, but maybe it's a different game than before.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, he might just be playing mass archers, like pure archers. It can work. Especially when you have the superior economy. TC coming out now. Kiwi playing similar here in the mid game as he was on map 1. When the two heroes are both out, then it's time to start creeping with both of them. With the number of headhunters that are then available, that works rather well.
Player's forces are under attack.
And the tier 3 probably going to be delayed a little bit by Kiwi, but not by too much if game 1 was any indicator.
A town is under siege.
Time for the Alchemist, of course, that enables this mass archer play. But let's hope for Kiwi that it's not going to reach level 5 again, because that was absolutely brutal how good this heal wave is. Hunter's Hall now, which is still not solving the mystery of what Army Mix Cash is playing, as it could still be late lures, could be late upgrades while expanding, as the tree will be waddling over soon. And as often times we see the Keeper and Alchemist owning the middle, because they're just that damn strong in the early mid game.
Wolf gonna scout this out, but apparently nothing that Kiwi can do about just yet. But he's becoming a lot stronger right now, because he's hitting double level 2, and he's got the first few Shaman joining the mix to have the spell available against the Keeper.
Thank you, Mr. GN, for the 42-month resub, you lovely soul. 3.5 years. Thanks for your long-running support. Speed scroll to disengage and reposition. Is he ready for this yet? Waiting for more headhunters. 40 supply though. Taking out more archers here and then go for a counter push could be great for Kiwi.
So many treants. It's quite a bit of experience also to grab up, but some berserkers might be dying in the process. One berserker going down now. No entangles used yet, as there are shaman available. Smart choice, I think, by Cash to prioritize the force of nature instead. Purge now on the Alchemist. He's in a bit of trouble. He's getting focused hard. TC trying to get in range for the Stomp, but he's getting blocked by his own units. Another Purge comes in. Stomp finally. Oh, no Stomp, just the Chain Lightning actually. It's a kill on the level 2 hero. Cash lost a bit of supply there certainly, but it was time for the Expo to get into position, and now it's almost entangled.
Okay. How much damage is there against buildings? Once again, not too much. But there was a couple of archers falling. Plus the Alchemist takes some time. Tree of Eternity tech at 60% though. And a second Engine of War. So it is mass tier 1 plus upgrades for Cash, which is at the end quite expensive. But then archers are a great bang for your buck. Especially on 2 base. So overwhelm with mass is the strategy. Against mass, usually a TC is great, but he needs the necessary levels on the way there, thanks to the big Alchemist kill, of course. Can't rely on Chain Lightning or the level 2 wolves. Level 2 wolves could be good, as there's no Dispel from Dryad, but there should be Wisps, and Focus Fire is insane from these archers, as we know. Peon sees this, but it's just staring on this expansion in disbelief.
Could be the Magi here stolen. That is in fact the case. TC with the big mana potion. Hello. 1 kill away from level 3. Gets it here with the Treants. And these archers need to be careful. If they step in too close, they're going to get stomped and killed.
There's a tower now. I was waiting for that. Peon finally reacted. Lightning Shield coming. Pretty good against mass as well. As we have the second attack upgrade. And Cash has to react to this, but maybe that puts him in a position that he rather doesn't want to be in.
Oh, this is very important. These seconds towards the towers. How quick is Kiwi going to be able to put the focus on his army rather than the towers? TC looking for the big stomp. So far hasn't found the greatest connections. Cash this time gets hit pretty hard by this stomp and lightning shield combo. Has the dispel against it as well though from the wisp. Very important. Scroll of the beast pop. Lots more damage on these archers, but it's super glass cannon. TC going in for the next stomp, getting entangled, is in trouble. Heal scroll used. With that he survives for a little bit longer. There was no purge. He's in trouble. TP transferred. He barely gets back to the back line. But that's the TC out of the fight. He can't even use his big mana block.
He would love to stomp a little more, as now the towers are ready, and seems like they are quite a waste. Still getting attention from Cash, obviously. 2 towers. Is he really willing to go into this again? He's going to the shop, but I'm not too sure if he has the time. Shaman falling, 2 more units about to die. Game on a knife's edge here. Cash arrived on tier 3. That's the bottom. That's even more damage. Fortified armor, of course, great against this mass piercing. And Alchemist is out of mana.
A town is under siege.
But the army for the Orc at the moment is fairly far away, so this should be both towers going down rather easy. Kiwis contain here. Looked scary for a moment, but it doesn't work out in the end as it seems. Cash already with 56 supply. Going into more and more archer production. Archers, nothing but archers.
The side approach to the game. Why build more than 1 unit if you can win with only 1 unit? Same goes for Kiwi, who never went to tier 3. Can't really afford it. Feels the pressure to take out this Tree of Life as soon as possible. Maybe that's a good timing here. Kind of a creep jack. He's a little busy. Robert the Magi still healing and regenning on the Alchemist. And the Keeper is not with the army. Also kind of low on mana.
Speed scroll. Trying to get in for the big stomp. That was a pretty good one. Even cancelled the heal spray. TC with the invul potion protects himself against the focus. Cash tries to find a safe position. There was a crazy stomp right there. Heal spray perhaps not enough to counteract the damage. TC in trouble as well though. Focus fire coming in with the entangle. Forced to TP out again. And that's the downside of having only TC as the front liner. He's the only target that's easy to focus. So we very often will be getting focused easily.
The creeps were helping Cash there quite a bit. And so part of Kiwikaki's army was distracted. Couldn't put the focus, couldn't press through this needle hole to unfold the true damage. Expo is exposed now. Still waiting for the TC, was the only unit portaling there. And okay, pressure onto the tree begins. Cash will be there in time. There's also repair. Mana on the Farseer is kinda low. TC must have... Oh, has no heal potion. Has also no invul. This is a squishy TC all of a sudden.
That one wolf kill was level 3 for the Alchemist. That's a really big deal. Potom going in quite bravely. Weakness is discovered. Purge onto the 3rd hero. Taking quite a bit of damage there already. TC getting Cyclone before the stomp. Wand of the Wind helping out here. Could be getting purged, but instead Kiwi's holding on to the mana. These archers, so much damage with all the upgrades, with marksmanship and everything. TC just wants to get off this purge finally, and there he gets it. The stomp, I mean, thanks to the purge. But again, lots of damage on the 2nd hero. Same is the case for the Alchemist. He's getting focused next, trying to stomp the Keeper so he can't get the staff off, but Cash saw that play coming, got the staff, got the save, and now he's getting a lot of kills with the Berserkers as well. This might be the 2-0 right here for the rush.
Feels like Cash always has the answer. It's totally fine when there's a 50-50 trade of HP between Alchemist and TC, because the TC needs potions, and all you have to do with the Alchemist is just staff him out after he's soaked up damage, and then everything else is quite exposed for Kiwi if the TC is in trouble. Okay, a couple more stomps, but yeah, he's just not surviving anything with the acid bomb. And you're right, that's the 2-0 for Cash and the 3-0 for uMaD. Great start for the champions here. Kiwi couldn't be the hero twice in a row. Not even on his map. Cash in this matchup here against this opponent, unbeatable. There was no real doubt that Cash would take this.
Yeah, on the 2nd map especially. Like, map 1 looked a little touch and go at times, but it seemed like Cash very quickly realized the weakness. Seeing, okay, you only have Farseer and no units for a really long time. Well, I guess then against that I fast expand, follow up with defensive play, holding on at my expansion, and that seemed to be good enough. And Kiwi's special style, entertaining to see as always, but it's not like it doesn't have weaknesses.
Indeed. We go into a little break, but before we got a new donation. Thank you, Plathonius, for the €5. Fanboy mode activated. Grubby versus Happy as Warcraft 3. Damn, what's the word in English, Remo? You gotta help me out.
I don't know about that one.
As a Warcraft 3 amateur, that's amazing entertainment in the evening. Keep it up, boys. Thank you. We are in a little break, and then we're back with probably the most hype one-on-one here. It's going to be Spiral versus Vortex.
This is going to be a cool game, dude. This is two of the best players in Europe. Vortex, the master of the ESL series in Spain, and Spiral, one of the strongest players in the currently running ESL Meisterschaft, now going up against each other head-to-head. Twisted Meadows, the starting map, and the way it works is in W3IL, in case you guys don't know. The first map is predetermined, and then the teams seed their players onto it. Seeing Orcs on Twisted, nothing new. We see that all the time. But Undead on Twisted, rare to see. Normally considered to be a very bad map for Undead versus Orc, but Vortex has shown before that he could turn this around to the other side.
Indeed, man. I would love to see a Crypt Lord third here for Vortex. He was one of the early adopters even before the patch. This
he was the Crypt Lord hipster.
Thing. Glad to see Spiral playing Orc and not off-racing as he did in the Meisterschaft against Todd. Maybe found some love for the Horde again. We heard in his German interviews recently that he struggles a little with motivation and he's getting a little bored with playing one race only. So he's moving away from that from time to time. But here in the grand final, it is what we were hoping to see. And that is Orc versus Undead.
Yes, indeed. In the top right, Spiral spawning. In the bottom right, we have Vortex. Vortex with a standard build. Ted Fiend opening. And yeah, what you alluded to, the Crypt Lord third. I am very sure we're gonna see it. Very, very sure. He loves playing that hero. Way before the Crypt Lord patch came out, Vortex was enamored by that hero, especially in this matchup as a third hero. And on this map with so many creeps, creeping and leveling him up shouldn't be a problem. Spiral, though, he's not playing the standard build. He's playing a Farseer. That is pretty normal for Spiral. But it's very early Headhunters. The Grubby build, which seems to be the best build in the game against Crypt Lord Fast Expo. Crypt Lord Fast Expo is not the case here, but also in general against Undead, I think at least, it's still a decent build.
All right, kind of a Kiwikaki build as well with the Farseer Headhunters. So lots of games today with the FS and Headhunters. Grunts out of fashion, these poor souls.
Yeah.
The staple for such a long time. They were always carrying the Orc early game on their backs, but now they got replaced.
Yeah, Grunts are trash, you see? Night End, I told you.
Thank you, Lintra, for the 2-month resub. Maybe we should change the attack type to piercing, and then Grunts would be obviously better.
That would be weird, man. Melee units with piercing damage. Then they would be even worse, though. Then they would do even less damage to rifles and fiends.
Yeah, I was just joking.
A player's forces are under attack.
Tier 2 tech by Vortex.
Chaos damage, maybe. How about chaos damage?
Oh, Spiral got some lag here. Man, Vortex, when he was in tip-top shape, he was even a threat to Happy in Undead Mirror. So, how did he preserve the shape? We learned that he had to do some stuff for university. Not too sure how much he's playing. Do you know any ladder stats?
No.
To see his
but
activity?
I know like a week ago, or maybe... Well, Kendrick's in chat right now. When was Fight Night again? In the interview, he said that he's going to be done with exams for the next few weeks. So apparently he wants to play more again. And I was hoping to see him, for example, in the ESL Open Cup or in the B2W Weekly. Though for B2W Weekly, I think he still has too much elo.
Yeah, by far. Like 100 too much or something. His elo is super high.
Yeah. That happens when you beat the biggest boys. Yeah, you mentioned the Kiwikaki build. It's certainly similar in the fact that it's Headhunters and Farseer, but there's a very big distinction, and that is that the War Mill and Barracks are much faster. Headhunters are coming out much more quickly, and for that reason, the tech is a lot slower. Kiwi tech's much faster. whereas Grubby and also Spiral here with the build presented will be taking much later, but getting out Headhunters more quickly, and with that, of course, early game creep potential or aggressive potential will be much higher.
Thank you, Light Echo, for the 17-month resub.
Thank you. Acolyte stole the last hit. Are you guys serious? I didn't even see this.
We were kind of busy with the attack type of grunts.
And with the new Headhunter build. I think if you feel that your opponent is going to be playing Cryptload Fast Expo, you should always play this build. That's also how Spiral defeated Juan in the Meisterschaft without even having had practiced it too much. Maybe he's back in Südtirol and playing from a router.
That was Spooky, though. No, was it Spooky? Yeah, it was Spooky.
Oh, yeah, true. It was Spooky. Yeah.
Yeah, lots of crazy Meisterschaft games this week as well, including the rematch of Spiral versus Todd.
Ooh, it's going to be a good one.
And the rematch of X-Lord versus Enter. Okie dokie. So yeah, Farseer, 25 experience after Creep Spot 1. That is very, very poor.
That's only the Acolyte. So, in fact, the Acolyte did steal the last hit away there. And Vortex has more XP on his first hero. This early game for Spiral not working out too well. He's delaying his tech in favor of being able to creep a lot. But he's not able to creep a lot just yet. Instead, it's Vortex making his life difficult. Playing classic DK early harass with a fast tech. And Fiends coming behind.
Okay, there was another peon kill, by the way. So about half a level just from harasses. And yeah, it's just mind-boggling how great these best undeads are with Acolyte steals. It's almost impossible, but they keep on repeating these insane last hits.
Yeah, on the top level, the best players, like, every unit is maximized to its full potential. Every step they take,
every breath
move
they make. And we are watching them.
And we are watching them.
A player's forces are under attack.
Vortex again pressuring into the main. The idea here is keep Spiral away from creeping, make him react to you, as Spiral is the one with the bigger army, meaning he can creep faster. Spiral now will not care about the DK harass anymore. He's stealing a camp away from Vortex's side. I think that's pretty smart. Vortex is seeing this, though. Didn't get this last hit with a Fiend. That one was truly impossible. But now that the DK is here, coil last hits are possible. But as we can see, the Wolves and the Headhunters here pressuring pretty well. Vortex is starting to lose a lot of HP.
Same for the Farseer, though, at around 50%. Both are. But of course, he has heal salves and Vortex really doesn't. Good block by Spiral. Not enough, though. But yeah, what to coil now? 3 targets to choose for Spiral. The blocks are great. Always a lightning ball. Always wolf attacks.
I think this is still pretty good for Vortex. Spiral wasted a lot of his time. He could have just been creeping the level 2. Oh, but if he gets the Fiends around here, he does. And that's the first big mistake by Vortex this game. Not looking for his reinforcing Fiend. If that hadn't happened, this early game would have been really good for Vortex. Now, not so great anymore. But certainly still recoverable. Game is far from over. We have reached tier 2. At least for Vortex. So the Lich is coming. Slaughterhouse as well. Moving into a well-rounded, standard late-game undead army.
Okay. Needs more levels here, of course. Level 3 wolves. Profile. Yeah, he needs to have a little bit of wolf uptime before destroyers are there. It's not too much longer. But Headhunters, of course, make sure that destroyers won't have the biggest impact. Wolf block again doesn't lead to a kill. He does have Chain Lightning, so the kill threshold is a lot lower now.
85 HP. Vortex plays it safe. Spiral again, chasing pretty far, but now he knows the DK is low HP, the DK's got no mana anymore. Lich is coming in, though, with a Rod of Necromancy, and what must be Frost Nova first, but getting surrounded against the trees. Great play by Spiral. This may cost him a few units. But
There's
should
no
be worth it trying to transfer the TP, but the Chain Lightning is there. TP still forced. Another Fiend will be going down.
Oh!
GG.
My god, how did that spiral out of control, excuse the pun? Until the Fiend fell, as you said, it was okay. The Echo Steal, of course, great. And all of a sudden, lots of Headhunters, great blocks, constant damage, Chain Lightning kills, disaster for Vortex, and the first point for Oceanus Gaming.
Yeah. Understandable that Vortex there wanted to keep up the pressure. Otherwise, the Farseer would reach level 3 in no time at all. That's another nice upside of this build. You get a few Headhunters out, and once you have like 3, 4, maybe 5 Headhunters, you can creep so fast. And then level 3 Farseer, level 2 Wolves, pressure in the mid-game, safety for the TC to creep. There's a lot of upsides to this build, this grubby build, that a lot of people are just starting to explore, and Spiral is one of them.
True. Thank you very much, John Nith223, saying, great job, guys. Love the channel. Keep up the great work. Thank you.
Vortex vetoes Concealed and Terranas. That leaves very small maps in the pool where his favorite style, Cryptlord 3rd, is not so easily playable. Cryptlord 3rd, much like TC 3rd, can be very strong, but does need some creeping, does need some leveling. So I could definitely see Echo Isles being the pick here. I think Echo Isles is by far the best choice. Wait, it's Vortex though who chooses the map. That doesn't make sense, of course. Well,
I was about to say, like, is that what?
Then that is probably Northern Isles, I guess.
Okay, CHTS gone. And uMaD with the vetoes now.
Orcs vetoing Terranas, man, that always feels bad. But with a new...
No, that's uMaD veto.
Oh my god, I'm getting confused over and over.
I think you went out and got super hammered yesterday.
No, that was
2
Thursday.
days ago.
That was Thursday. Yeah. Terrana stand, great for Cryptlord first fast expo, but that really doesn't seem to be Vortex's style. He's more still one base focused, micro focused.
Northern Isles and Last Refuge
Wow.
out.
What? Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
I
we're
guess
left
so.
with AZ and Echo, right? Yep.
Yeah. Alright. That is horrible maps for Cryptlord 3rd.
And AZ it is. Whew, third map Echo? That's pretty damn good for Spiral.
Yeah, Echo's gonna be really interesting. Like on AZ, he's gonna play the same Farseer style 100%. Alright, not 100%. 99%. But on Echo Isles, Echo is great for Farseer Grunt Expo. But that is not the new hot shit on the block. The hottest shit on the block right now is Farseer Headhunters.
Okay, now the game is up. Thank you, Drunken, for taking care of this clan war and hosting and everything else you do. Damn, that could be a rough slap in the face for uMaD here if this continues. I think they banked on Vortex's solo performance. He was doing great throughout the regular season. Almost undefeated, but you know his only loss was this season? Spiral on Playday 1, and it was a 2-0 as well.
Yeah, Spiral historically great against Undead. Vortex also great against Orc, but that early game just didn't work out. Once that Fiend fell, the Lich went down, it was all over. But this is time for Vortex also to reset and consider the build he might be going up against, the Farseer Headhunter. And I'm sure he already has an idea of how to adjust and how to play it differently. In a very wild world, might even be with ghouls, but it's not too likely.
Alright then, off we go into map number 2. Chance for the tie in this clan war. As they got 2 points already. From Cash defeating Kiwikaki. And now Spiral 1 map away from 3 points as well. Can Vortex recover on his map choice? On AZ?
He is starting off with a different build, and that is an old school build.
Ooh.
It's a fast fiend late hero build order.
We see this a little more recently. Like, it's not that hard to see it a little more because, like, 2 months ago we never saw it ever, except in 2-on-2, but also like really. And now it's finding its way into solo competition.
And it does make sense. The very early game plan for the Orc with this strat before Headhunters are out is Farseer, instant harass, try to slow him down from creeping. If you don't have a hero, you can't be slowed down from creeping. And with this build, you get up to 2 Fiends plus DK faster, which makes it easier to deal with Wolves. But this build, this fast Fiend build, also has a lot of downsides. The late tech being the main one. And I don't know, wouldn't it be smarter to go for a Tet Fiend build and then go for evasive creeping? Because normally the Orc doesn't scout. If the DK was to go to the left troll camp first, it's pretty unlikely that he's going to be scouted. Go for a narrow tower in the main to be safe, but I guess that's a bit of a gamble as well. If you get scouted there, then that's not so good. We'll see how that build works out. It's the Farseer again with the Headhunter build. That much we were expecting. And now the interesting question is, oh my god, okay, I was not expecting this. How well does the Fiend build order deal with that? But it's not DK Fiends, it's Crypt Lord Fiends.
And with that, this could also be a tower push or something. If he's very, very wild. He has a lot of options now.
Well,
he could...
if he wants to lose. I mean, you're playing against a Farseer and Headhunters.
Yeah.
Tower push is not gonna work in a million years. But okay. Okay. I've never seen that before. Like, not just against this Farseer strat here, this specific one. Just Fiend build with Crypt Lord. I have not seen yet on the new patch. Normally it's always Crypt Lord Ghouls Expo. In theory, it could work out well. You make... Oh my god, is he actually expanding? On AZ?
Players' forces are under attack.
We have a Sacrificial Skull, boys. We have another Acolyte. You might be right, Neo. This might be tower push. First Fiend is already dead, though. That's not a good start for a tower push.
Oh. At least no experience, but yeah. Ghouls, Acolyte, and here we go. Gets another corpse. Oh. Stack, die. Doesn't really.
Spiral has the read. He's got a tower coming up already. Mass Headhunters queued.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alrighty then. Important thing here is to try to not lose any peons. Put them all in the burrows. Kill the beetles first and the skeletons. And hope that you haven't created too many corpses. Oh, Spiral. Not paying attention for a second. Gets the Headhunter surrounded. That's a big mistake.
Every kill is a corpse, every kill is 2 new beetles. And it's kind of like banking corpses here in the back, not using it immediately, which is nice. But yeah, where are the towers? Coming up now. Could have done this a little earlier, I guess. Spiral, more Headhunters, that could be the key. Is there a shot even? Yes, there is. Focus fire on the tower now, and with the Fiends here, it's not too easy to get them up.
Spike barricades. That's actually pretty good against beetles and ghouls and skeletons. First tower is going to be cancelled. Again, it's important to try to save these Headhunters. There's still no speed scroll. Spiral hasn't made it to the shop, apparently. He's gonna lose possibly 2 more headhunters in the main. That's losses that shouldn't be happening like this.
Nibble. Oh, one more hit. Gets both of it. Oh, that's pretty sick. Also, the Crypt Lord almost untouched here. No pressure on him at all, so he can stay quite some time. And that is a Nerub Tower coming up. Yes, of course, doing damage is not that easy against Spike Barricades, but it's also not that you're, like, one-shot beetles. Preventing this tower from coming up would be great. Now there's some damage on the Crypt Lord. Spiral even trying to trap him. Doesn't really work, but there's no army for Vortex anymore.
Yeah, when you can't heal the fiends via coil, they have a habit of dying pretty quick. But now this Nerub Tower finishing helps a lot. The slow makes it a lot easier to find kills. Another headhunter goes down. Crypt Lord is almost level 2 now.
Shouldn't really have no mana, I guess, for Impale. Needs the reinforcements. So what can he do with the towers now? Shop would obviously be great. But maybe it's not really necessary. But yeah, where to go now? Like, he got the first objective, then it's get the towers up, but Spiral is getting more and more stable.
Yeah, Crypt Lord's so low now. Dangerous to go in. Oh, Farseer though.
Yeah.
Still no speed scroll. How has he not bought items yet? It's kind of crazy.
Should get in range now. Has the resources as well. So very hard to deal with the towers without demolishers. But also very hard to heal up for Vortex. Wolves are still doing good damage. He's focusing on the shop, as he should. There's no second one coming up. And a second barracks? Oh yeah. Cool. Love the wolf micro here. Constantly attacking this Crypt Lord. It's just chip damage here and there. Oh, not the greatest impale.
A town is under siege.
Just creating some space.
Slow down the Farseer. That was the prime objective. Managed to do that. There's quite a few fiends here now. But how is the Crypt Lord gonna heal? Ritual Dagger. Is it finally time?
Yeah, shop is coming up. He needs that. One fiend dying. The 3 fiends still up and more towers coming as well. 2 acolytes here, also very important for repair. But Vortex never attacked. So he needs this mass. Shadowhunter TC, both great heroes. There's a lot of corpses once this Crypt Lord is able to heal.
That barracks falls, but Spiral wisely made another one.
Town is under siege.
And I think the towers are not in range of anything anymore, are they? Ah. The Nerub can reach the stronghold, but only the Nerub as it seems.
Oh, all fiends are losing quite some HP. He needs to
be
reach
careful.
the-
He's so hurt now.
Next fiend falling, level 2, Chain Lightning available. Did he buy a dagger? Yes, he did. Sacrifice! Okay, he hit everything, now hides behind the towers. But yeah, this will take the Nerubian tower light years to kill the stronghold. Please, there's attack.
Reinforced defense is going to be finished in a moment. That's going to help a lot, especially for the tower. Demolishers coming out.
Needs more though. With one, like, you can always repair against one. Reinforced defense is ready. Tech has started for Vortex. But it feels like it's running a little out of steam with this tower position. And how to kill the towers now? How to kill the Boros now? Trying to die for this Demolisher, that would be a lot of time.
Oh,
but this
lot
could
of
also
fiends.
be 3 fiends trapped. Oh, not the greatest block. He doesn't have enough damage. The repair on the Demolisher is enough. This could be a quick GG now as well.
Yeah, 3 fiends going down. That's a disaster.
Town is under siege.
Crypt Lord is getting closer to 3, and that level up gives him a lot more power. Farseer also very close to 3. Same is the case for him.
A little mispositioned with the Demolisher, but there's two of them now. That's the shop gone, and slowly but steady can take out the towers as well. Diving with the Crypt Lord, losing more HP. Gets so many resources going into this repair. He has plenty at the moment. Tier 2 about to be finished. Oh, but so is this Spirit Tower. Gone. Okay, one Demolisher down. Buying some time.
Shadowhunter second though. That's gonna be Hex, and that's gonna be a lot more kill threat on the Fiends and on the Crypt Lord. Yeah, this contain is broken. Question is, can Vortex transition into a somewhat normal game?
I don't know. It's not the greatest army by Spiral. At all.
Yeah, true. He also doesn't have the strong late game hero, but he has the powerful Hex right now. As level 3 also. And these Hexes are making a lot of difference. If he gets the hero kill here, this should be his game. Chain Lightning, and that's it. GG. Quick 2-0 for Spiral. And 3 points for Oceanus.
Damn, Cash put uMaD in a wonderful position. But Vortex, not the carry he's supposed to be, or he was supposed to be, going into this clan war. And the only player in this entire league who was a match to him was Spiral, defeating him in the regular season 2-0, and now in the finals also 2-0. Spiral, just the big key player for Oceanus. Whew, that was important for the Canadians.
Yeah. And unfortunately, this game not living up to the hype that we had hoped it would bring. Yeah, this new orc style, I think Vortex just isn't very familiar with it yet. Like, if Spiral had played that defense on map 2 better, I think this would have been a complete disaster. But the fact that he didn't have heals, speed scroll and heal salves for so long made his life a little tough there. And yeah, Vortex, well, needs to study some replays, I imagine.
Yeah, looked a little hopeless, desperate after game 1. Spiral still strong with Orc. That much is confirmed after being a little disappointing in the WGL qualifier. And switching races in ESL Meisterschaft, he seems back to normal and back to being a carry. So the grand final is tied 3-3. We're pretty much down to a best of 3. And the next match is gonna be an Undead Mirror, Shake versus Side. Little break, and then we're right back. Who's gonna take the lead again? uMaD or Oceanus? Stay tuned. It's now time for the third one-on-one, and that is 2 Undead stepping into the ring. The previous Undead not too successful, not a single win for Vortex against Spiral. And now, Shake versus Side. We have seen them both in the Back to Warcraft Cup yesterday. Side making it all the way to the grand final for the second time, being defeated by Sonic. Shake eliminated by Hunter. Is that an indicator that his shape is not the greatest? Is it just the matchup? Was it just not his day, or was he trolling around? We're not too sure. He definitely has to step up his game when he's facing Le Champion.
Yeah, looking forward to this Undead Mirror. Pretty sure this isn't gonna be just straight up DK Fiend, creep the map, but rather some expos, some run-bys, some craziness, and probably a little bit of Papa Roach in the mix as well. Both these guys known for their unconventional styles, if we want to call them that. And that's exactly what we're seeing here so far, what the builds are indicating. It's not a Tet Fiend opening, but a Ghoul opening, which seems to be the much better call nowadays. Whether you want to play Crypt Lord yourself, playing Ghouls is better, or if you're playing against a Crypt Lord or any kind of fast expansion, normally the Ghoul build seems to be better, as that has a lot more aggressive potential early on. Of course, the big story here is going to be first hero choice. We know Side loves the Dreadlord. But I feel like I haven't seen him play that hero in a while.
No, it was Scud last time with the Dreadlord here against the Crypt Lord. Waiting for the Ziggurat. Crypt Lord for Side. And Lich for Shake. Gambling a little, but maybe having the hard counter here in the Undead First Hero Roulette.
Yeah, Lich can work pretty well against the Dreadlord, against the Cryptlord, excuse me. Playing from range, using the Nova to steal last hits, killing maybe a few ghouls that are low HP. But you also have to be careful, can quickly run into range of an Impale, get surrounded. We've seen that plenty of times from Archmages, for example, in the past. On the Lich, it's even harder to prevent, as the Lich has lower movement speed. But yeah, normally this is always aggressive play then with the Lich. Is that the idea, or is he perhaps even just considering counter expo? Because the Cryptlord should certainly be an expansion.
Yeah, tower rushing here would be quite suicidal for sure. Suicidal, got it.
A player's forces are under attack.
Good one, bro.
I know. Yeah, there's a little bit of pressure on Sheik now, I think. After the loss of Vortex, I think they were definitely banking on at least one map there. Sonic versus Neutron can always be a 50-50 affair, but Sonic seems to be in tip-top shape, so yeah, maybe it's alright. But at least the point is absolutely necessary. Side, real hard to say if he's a favorite here or not. His Undead Mirror feels like I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, normally Undead Mirror never used to be Side's strongest matchup, but you know, at the moment it's hard to tell, man. Undead Mirror is in flux. Nobody has really figured out what the meta is yet. There's lots of possibilities. There's still DK Fiends, there's Lich first, there's Cryptlord first, there's Rushes, there's Expos, there's Run-Bys. I'm enjoying Mirror a lot right now. I know not everybody is, but I think it's pretty cool that we have such a wide range of styles. And yeah, Sheik is playing very aggressively here. With the Lich, with the ghouls early, looking even now for a surround. Most of the creep camp is still there, and the Cryptlord is almost getting surrounded indeed. He sold his TP, and this Lich aggression seems to be working out wonderfully.
He's taking a little beating here, down to 50%, no way to heal. Gets another Acolyte. This Ogre Magi is super aggressive. More damage by side onto the first hero, but there is level 2 now. For Dark Ritual and more mana and more Nova spam.
And there were a lot of ghouls inside main kind of AFK that he didn't bring to the expo. If he had brought those, maybe he could have secured the taking of the expansion. But there's still questions that are unanswered. Like, if the Lich is aggressive with level 2 and 4 ghouls, can you at all get that expo up, or is it just completely impossible? Here, it did certainly look very hard. And it's 6 ghouls that Sheik is bringing in.
He's a little late with the third Ziggurat, so stuck at 30 now. I think it was by choice as he had 2 ghouls queued. So he's banking now a little, but he's already at 500. Interesting decision. Okay, ghoul battle now. Will we see a big Nova? He certainly has the mana.
Oh, nice split from the ghouls. Not allowing for the crazy massive Nova that would have hit everything.
Always threatening us around as well. So the Lich is fleeing into distance a little. Yeah, well played by side so far. Close to level 2, and then things get really scary with an Impale. Even though Sheik is doing a good job and always keeping some distance.
I think both are playing this really well so far. Sheik with a very good counterplay. Side with a good reaction to that. Level 3 is a massive milestone for both these heroes. Probably even more so for the Cryptlord, whose level 2 beetles are insanely strong. A little too strong, certainly. And he's gonna get that here now with the Ogre Magi. Big item as well, Ring of Regen. Oh, that's actually so good for him. Is the Cryptlord the first hero ever where Ring of Regen is like the dream drop?
There's always been heroes where the drop was really good, but they always had like one item that is better. Like for a Roaming Blade Master, it's wonderful, but claws are better. For a Warden, it's really, really good, but a Pendant is better. So maybe yes, maybe it is.
Yeah, it certainly is really good. Also at that camp, there's so many good items for the Cryptlord. Ring +4 is good, Talisman is good, Ring of Regen is good. Wait, is everything good?
Pendant is
Claws
good.
is good, the Pendant is good.
Crystal Ball maybe
Crystal
a little
Ball
underwhelming.
is like, meh. Okay, Parry Up is not good, but everything else. almost everything else.
Parry up is also not useless, so it's a good camp for sure. So Lich with boots now. He got the parry up. Finally, the expo is coming. There is tier 2 for side, so he didn't neglect that. DK as a second hero, more acolytes. What's Shake doing? Slaughterhouse, DK as well, tier 3 tech.
Yeah, tier 3, no counter expo, so Sheik is, it seems like, kind of putting himself all in. If that tier 3 timing push for him doesn't work out, he's gonna be in a world of trouble. Cryptlord continues to creep. Getting level 4 is a big milestone for him again. Not quite as crazy as the level 3, but similar. Second hero DK now coming out, so side has some more healing. And just in general, really good items. Claws, gloves, Ring of Regen. And perhaps best of all, the expansion now about to be finished.
There's of course a lack of a tier 3 tech, and with that orb, frenzy, destroyers, all of that is blocked. So maybe Shake can work with that. He's going statue, so of course they're just a little hurt, but can be coiled. Oh, there's a lot of regen going on. There's just one click and he would stop the mana rack. Whatever.
Yeah, it looks like Sheik's priority here is trying to slow down enemy creeping. This is basically what the game looks like when you're playing against a one-base Fiend player. He's always going to be creeping at this point, and then with the Lich level 3 plus your own DK, you can put on good pressure. But this is not that kind of game. Wow, Impale against Skeletons. Alright, bro. Doesn't want to lose more Acolytes. Oh, nice coil.
Instant reaction. Same for Shake in the main, as there's beetles coming in. But relatively easy to take out. He got a lot of lumber as well, as he just invested into the frenzy. And the rest of the upgrades will be coming in a bit as well. Orb time. Big help for the Russian. Second crypt for side.
Yeah, that one's definitely late. That one he should have had earlier to go into mass Fiend production. But he still has a lot of ghouls. He's got towers coming up. He's got a statue coming. And he sees the push coming, perhaps most importantly, with the help of the beetles. Cryptlord, not level 4 yet. Having level 4 against this ghoul flood would be magnificent, but he didn't have the time. Sheik now with the orb. Seems a little late. Ah, but he's got the staff to rejoin the army. That's pretty cool. And great beetle usage here by side. Sees that Sheik is going towards the middle. That would be a wonderful creep check to go for. But he's not in position. And this camp goes to Sheik in full. And he's getting a heal scroll.
Alright. Makes sense against Impale. And with all these ghouls, item, Robe of the Magi, more damage for the Lich is always appreciated. And now Unholy Aura. Still 1 base versus 2 base. Clock is ticking for Shake. Wand of Mana stealing, still level 1 in the DK. And he stays on tier 2 for now. Shake is taking the time for the second spot in the middle, for the second big item. Book of the Dead, no Dispel. 6 extra units for a while.
The next Ziggurat finishes though at the expansion. It's going to be 3 towers at Side's Expo here up very soon. I don't know, man. It feels like Sheik is giving Side a little too much time. He's getting some more upgrades as well. He's getting a Dark Ranger. Okay. He's getting a few more camps. But Side can churn out production like crazy. He's in upkeep now. And now the double crypt are standing and lots of fiends are coming.
The standing army is also not too bad. Needs a little time. Oh, Book of the Dead!
Wow.
Cryptord surround and is silent, so he can't impale immediately. Still no TP. There's the big impale. Doesn't stop all the damage. 1 coil is there, but there's still a block, and Side losing the first hero.
What a crazy Book of the Dead surround. That might be the win, the move to win him the game. Side needs to go to the tavern for the tavern revive instantly. The ghouls with a frenzy are in, but they're fighting against triple towers right here. Side is aiming for the statues first, trying to take out the regen. His DK level 1 really can't do that much. Beetles are starting to get killed off here as well. Cryptlord needs to be revived instantly.
He is at the altar though. This will take a lot of time. Ghoul still doing damage, of course, against the 2 towers. They are endangered. Burrow once again. I don't see reveal. No, there's not. Oh, statue falls for Side as well. Level 2 for the DR. Another Nova and another double kill on ghouls. Whew, that was a lot of experience.
Oh, the next round here, threatened on the DK. But he is speedy.
Player's force
No Book of the Dead to trap him there this time.
Sick push. Sick execution by Shake. And counter Expo.
Oh, and the next Fiend running into the meat grinder. Oh my god, so lucky.
Yeah,
Sheik didn't quite see it.
He was busy in the north, I guess, trying to save this Acolyte from the Beetle. Okay, going for the Altar now. Wants to prevent the revive. Acolytes come in, but there is another Nova. Level 2 Dark Ritual. Spam that AoE.
With the Fiends now, the right clicks and the Halls of the Dead, some ghouls could also be getting killed. Another Nova on the DK. If he falls, it's no heroes left for side, but the Death Knight does survive.
Oh, I love that Shade by Shake against the Burrow. Dust, of course, and Reveal gets a little expensive down the road, but with the Shade now here, he doesn't need that. He has constant Reveal.
He's getting another kill. Crypt Lord is back now, finally. We can see the 2 mana potions still in his inventory. Perhaps going to need to make use of some of these. But he's only getting a few ghoul kills. Sheik has been trading monstrously. This is the best Book of the Dead I've seen in months. Changed everything. Everything.
Can be a very good item in the right situation. Was that enough though? Expo is still not up. He killed the Haunted. Destroyer is now taking care of the ghouls who made sure that the second base is not coming up. So Side under a lot of pressure, but he reacted nicely. Thank you, Cesar, for the 15-month resub.
A player's forces are
Side
under
still
attack.
holds
A town
the
is
line.
under siege.
Crazy game. Tier 3 started now.
Yeah, if Side just holds on here, survives until tier 3, triple hero, he's still gonna be really strong. Levels are a little bit the issue. DK not level 3, Crypt Lord not level 4, whereas Sheik is getting stronger and stronger by the minute. Impale. But it's always just ghouls going down. At the moment, Side still absolutely has no way of pressuring these heroes, and Sheik is abusing that fact so very well.
Yeah, but the Shade still around? Certainly is. Always the trade. Ghoul for Fiend. Now Sheik going into Fiends himself. Beetles are chasing these statues, but that doesn't mean much. Besides DK in trouble, is there another Nova? Oh, sorry, excuse me, that was stupid. There's level 2 Dark Ritual. Of course there's Nova. There's always Nova. Just a question if it's on cooldown or not.
Dark Ritual level 2, it's so strong. Getting so many kills here, Sheik is, and finally this time the expansion is coming up. And the Shade, the value. Magnificent.
Fiends are falling like flies. It's insane. Now Destroyer's up. Web immediately to counter this, but it's still decent to spell, and that's an invitation for a Nova. Oh boy. DK in trouble now, though. Has an invul. Stun duration not long enough to prevent that, and there's the coil. And there's a double kill for Shake.
Ooh, the Destroyer, does he get him, though? Oh, just barely. Death Knight in trouble as well. Where are the right clicks? Side a little bit slow with that. I think he couldn't have gotten it either. Anyways, with the DK still at 100. More Dark Ritual, more Nova. The beauty of level 4 Lich. Can I get some Liches in chat, please?
Oh my god. Sick back and forth. But the game definitely in the hands of Shake now. Lich third for Side. Destroyer once again taking care of these beetles with Dispel and AoE attack.
Yeah, Side is still scaling really well. I mean, he was getting kind of pummeled here throughout the entire mid-game, but he was up a base for such a long time. Look at the gold difference at the Expo. It's almost 5k. Yeah, she got a lot of kills, but did he get enough kills to make up for all of that? Especially considering now that the tier 3 upgrades for Side are coming in. With the Lich, with the Orb, and also with more levels. The DK is now going to get level 3. The Crippler is already level 5. Side's upgrades aren't the greatest, to be honest, but he's still becoming a lot stronger here.
Yeah, we're getting close to a 4,000 gold lead for Side. Upkeep difference 1,000, so yeah. Big advantage. Big Furberg up for grabs. Oh, Impale. And the coil last hit for Shake. Not bad at all. 0-0 upgrades for Shake 1-0 for Side.
Dark Ranger reaching level 3, by the way, also means Skeleton's now level 2. Even more mana for the Lich.
He can eat so much. He's having a feast. With skeletons all around. Experience 1250 in favor of Shaken. That's the big difference here. Second hero with level 3. Third hero with level 3. Smart carries that he has.
2 big level ups here for Sheik around the corner. 5 Lich and 4 DK. That's a really big deal. Where'd he get ring? Alright, I mean, the DK is tanky now. It's not bad, honestly. DK is like the single frontliner that he has. And there we go. Well, 5 Lich. Oh, look at that mana regen. Jesus!
Yeah, he's pretty smart. He's pretty smart. Smart enough to TP against this to not lose his expansion. Everything clumped up, but the Impale for that TP wasn't even that great. Nova to follow it up, but only level 1. The Nova of Shake hits way harder.
Absolutely. The Impale, though, that's something that Sheik doesn't have to use. DK in trouble as well. Good thing he has all those rings. Turns out he's pretty tanky. Unlike the Lich, on level 1 only for side, he's taking so much damage. Coil comes in, trying to heal him up. Death Pact on the DK, very smart. Death Knight for side is about to drop one more. Right click and Frostborn hungers. Side with more supply, but Sheik might be taking the fight now that the healer is gone. The Lich is gonna fall. The DK still surrounded, trying to transfer an item. Invul given over, and he has the time to use that Invul. Maybe he can make use of the next Death Pact soon. Side is losing a lot of units right now.
Yeah, this push seems a little ill-advised here. Impale though, and there's no way... wait a minute, there is a way out into the safety of the statues of the Nerubian Tower. More and more fiends falling again with this powerhouse of a Lich, and Side gives it up. GG. Shake back in shape with the Lich first opening.
Yeah.
Damn slobber knocker of a match.
That was really cool. Seemed like the Lich aggressive play against the Crypt Lord there was a very smart idea. The tier 3 timing push, that was a risky decision to go for. If that doesn't work out so well, Sheik might be in trouble. But that Book of the Dead surround, man. What a move.
Yeah.
Changing everything.
That was the game changer for sure. Really well executed. And that's the 4-3 lead for uMaD. Side could be a brutal weekend. Only second place in the Back to Warcraft Cup. Only second place in W3IL. That doesn't feel right.
Yeah, Vito's first. Dude, is it also so hot in your house, by the way?
Yeah, it was the entire morning. It was gray and cloudy and rainy and nice. Like, I love it. And then around cast time, the sun came out. It's like, really? Really? Do you...
Yeah, man. It's real humid right here. 28 degrees, nice and moist.
Not that bad for me here. I'm a warrior!
So here we have the Vetoes, side Vetoes, Terranus, and Echo Isles. Huh. Aren't those both really good for Crypt Lord Expo and pretty hard for the Lich to harass? Interesting.
Let's see about that. Because the death zone was literally the win. Crypt Lord crippled. Don't know why we're pretending it was that close. Maybe for the entertainment's sake?
What do you mean pretending it was close? It was super close. Are you kidding me? If Side had played more passively there in the last few minutes, maybe he could have just muscled up to 75 supply, creeped the Lich a little bit, and he could have still won that game. That game was absolutely close, bro. What are you talking about?
Last refuge next. Side's game plan here. Here we go.
Very good map also for Crypt Lord to creep. But then again, isn't every map a good map for Crypt Lord to creep? Limo? Well, Amazonia probably not so much. But everywhere else, normally Crypt Lord Expo can certainly work. And I guess here it should also be easier to pull it off early, as the creep camp isn't so hard. We saw how well the Lich and Ghouls could pressure the Crypt Lord, prevent him from expanding for a very long time. Thanks, in large parts, to the hard creep camp.
Thank you, Mad Frog, for the host. How's it going for Team Sweden? Is there an update from the playoffs? 7-2 for Dust. Oh boy, that's a quick one.
They still have a chance.
Thorzane 1-1 against Hunter.
Dude, Hunter.
What the hell?
Yeah, I guess. Never was Thorzane's strongest matchup. Scud taking a map off of Hitman. That's pretty cool.
Thank you, Jazz, for the 11-1-3 sub. And here we go. Rough situation for side now. Really must take this win. You don't want to give up another 3 points to the uMaD side, because then it's always match points in the series. So Shake is stealing away Le Bleu from side, who has to play in the red again.
Yeah, we have pretty interesting builds this time around. Where the Lich first worked out so well for Sheik, seems like this time he's going to be going for a DK. Because we have the Ted Fiend opening, aka fast tech, low early potential. And I'm very surprised to see this, because this build is absolutely horrible against Crypt Lord first. Is he having a hard read right now? That side is moving away from Crypt Lord. And in an attempt to counteract that, he's going for DK Fiends? Maybe. What do we have for side? If he goes Crypt Lord, this early game is looking really good for him. Lich, though. Okay. Lich with a fast expansion, yes or no is the question. It's not like Crypt Lord is the only hero who can fast expand. It's the easiest with him, and with him doable on almost any map. But on this map, where the Expo is so easy to take, it's doable with any hero. So she's probably going to be aggressive early on. And side sees the build now. Sees Ted Fiends. And will know this is going to be a DK.
Thank you, Tristan, for the sub. Alright, go for Ghoul so far. With Nova immediately on the Acolyte, alright. Make use of that mana region. DK moving over, trying to contest some spots. Where's the Lich moving? TP sold. And a skull purchased. Wow, Lich
Expo.
Fast Expo.
Yep. Can be dangerous if you're going up against Ghoul build. But since it is a Ted Fiend build, there's really not that much that she can do early on. Side scouted this fact, this build. So what the DK can do here is harass this attempt, slow down this attempt, but stopping it is impossible. Stealing a few last hits with Coil would be great, but there also Lich has an advantage. He's got the Frost Nova, which is instant, and can prevent the last hit there with the Coil oftentimes rather well. And he gets it as well. Lich now mostly out of mana, however. There's a lot of skeletons ready now. And it's a lot of pressure on this Lich. Sheik is playing this pretty well, actually. I think Side made a mistake going so deep into the camp, trying to get the item. He did get the item, but that came to cost him. But the Coil misses. And the DK is still on 0 experience.
Rough early game. But there's a tech behind it, so he's not reliant on a lot of damage now. He is already delaying things a little bit. Oh, coil pump fake, so he invests in Nova. That was the last one. And he might get blocked here with the fat DK. It's not that hard. Damage uptime of the skeletons is pretty brutal. DK blocked the way again. You shall not pass. Frostmourne hungers. Oh, that's rough. No TP. That's a kill, my friends.
Oh, trying to fall.
Ring around the rosy, but he can't escape anymore. And there's still so many skeletons. The duration is pretty good as well. Almost no pressure on this DK. Fiends in now. Would love to see backpack. But he's teching, so it's rough. Oh, it's a disaster for Side.
Yeah, catastrophic early. Side didn't bring enough ghouls for the camp and went too deep into the camp, taking too much damage, trying to get the item. A little too greedy there by him. But I'm really impressed with how well Sheik is playing against this Lich. He knew exactly how to do it, pressuring him, forcing him to take too much damage. Even if he didn't get level 2 yet, it still was really good. Now finally the ghouls are coming out for Side. And we'll be forcing back this army. And the expansion should still be coming up, I guess.
With 2 wins, 6 points. That would put Oceanus Neutron under a lot of pressure. Neutron and the 2-on-2, of course.
Oh, the Dark Ranger second now adds in more pressure. Can't cancel anything anymore, though. And once the Narrow is up, perhaps these ghouls can find some surrounds. And there we go, Narrow standing. And the Lich back for Side. Finally something going the Frenchman's way.
We'll be facing statues soon. Still supply blocked at 30, as Shake oftentimes is, as we see. In the long run, of course, he still lacks Unholy Aura. Lich will be hardly underleveled in comparison. 2 Narrow Towers up now. Okay, Side is stabilizing to a degree.
I'm kind of surprised Side isn't creeping right now. He could creep 3 camps right here in this position, sprouting off with the greens and then the gnolls. That's going to be lots of skeletons for him, and also camps taken away from the Lich, which may also trigger the Lich into attacking him. But instead it's the Dark Ranger so far accomplishing very little.
If he creeps too close, there's all these ghouls ready for the creep jack. So maybe don't want to take things too risky. It's only level 1 heroes and you can TP, of course, but still quite a big threat with, what is it, 15 ghouls something?
Oh, the creep jack. Sheik with a crazy read. Notices this might be a possibility. Needs 1 ghoul kill only for the level up to 2. And with that, the aura. Is that finally it? Yes! Dust of Appearance dropped with backpack. But only a single. Okay, 2 ghouls going down. Side started his tech. Graveyard coming. Double Crypt wants to transition into ghouls. But the tier 3 for Sheik is not too far away anymore. And when the Lich is there and the army is at 50 supply, Sheik becomes very strong.
Skeletons, of course, a blessing against ghouls all the time. Just 1 focus fire and you get a new unit and take 1 unit away from your enemy. Side 1/3 to tier 2, going double crypt now. Needs to stall more time. Needs a level 3 Lich, but he's so far away. It's all little desperate moves. We saw that from the mercenary camp. He would love to have Merc support if he needs it. But can't open it, there's just no time. Sheik has him by the throat and it's not letting loose.
With these 7 ghouls, what can Side do? Not that much, apparently. Going more ghouls, by the way. Maybe he's not transitioning into fiends, but trying to survive until Frenzy is gonna be really tough. Because Sheik's Lich third is coming. Destroyer form is on the way. More fiends as well. An orb soon to be purchased. And then side will have to fight.
A player's forces are under attack.
Third group. Attack upgrade as well. Lich is coming.
Town is
Destroyer
under siege.
upgrade as well. Ghouls will be easily defeatable. Needs the transition. But that will take more time. Time that Shake probably is not giving him. Always denies a couple of units here for mana to take experience away.
Are under
But
attack.
that's about it. Pretty good sentry ward. Know exactly what the movement is.
With the Acolytes repairing, these towers can hold for quite a long time. Side is not going tier 3. He's going gargoyles. Oh man.
How many gargoyles do you need that they overwhelm fiends with web?
Crazy amounts. But I guess you can't just go pure ghouls. Here's the Lich now. A lot of damage from Sheik against these towers.
How much time can you start? Ghoul production gargoyle production starts. I mean, there's only a weak Nova against them in masses, so that could help. Okay, there is web. He was reacting and expecting this already. Nova on the ground first, which will keep the fiend safe and result in a lot of skeletons. Nova, focus fire. Okay, with 5 Gargs, that could possibly work. So far, it does.
Yeah, Side taking a pretty good fight here so far, taking out a lot of fiends early on. There's not enough mana on the DK anymore and no level 2 coil. Sheik starting to lose a lot of units over here, but so is Side. Both players suffering heavy losses. Lots of skeletons coming out, by the way. Dark Ranger getting closer to her level 3 as well. Destroyer morphed, getting chased by the gargoyles, however. More and more gargs are coming in from the main. Destroyer will be falling. Perhaps Side is doing this.
Wow, are 5 Gargs really enough? We can easily replace them,
almost
threatening
there.
a surround. There is a surround. Only a potion. That's the only healing he got. But can he keep the surround closed? Dark minions are expiring, but this Lich is falling for the second time. Is Frostborn still hungry after all of this? Seems like it. On a killing spree. And more control over these Gargs. There's always a Fiend, but how much longer?
A lot of units lost here. Almost all of Sheik's units going down. But he's got skeletons left. Still plenty of skeletons left. Gets the surround. Surround on Side's DK. How did that happen? Heal potion is there, but that is not enough. The next hero kill could be a level up. It's not quite for the Dark Ranger. GG, well played again. Side seemingly holds, but not quite enough. Heroes down, and the next 2-0.
There was a glimpse of hope by Oceanus, but that was all ruined when all of a sudden there was a double kill for Shake, and he wasn't able to recover from that anymore. The first hero kill on the Lich was already brutal. He was able to somehow recover from that, but not the second time. So both maps lost again. uMaD 6 points after 3 matches, and now it's up to Neutron and Spiral to save Oceanus, because that's the next map. It's already match points. Sonic, if he wins the next series, the new champion and the back-to-back champion is uMaD. Neutron needs a win in this series to keep Oceanus alive.
Yeah, in a highly stacked Night Elf mirror. Neutron and Sonic, two of the strongest Night Elves from CIS, going up against each other. Can Neutron save his boys to the 2v2, or is Sonic gonna close it out?
I hope he cares about that. See you in a bit. Final. It is a night of mirror with match points for uMaD. The reigning European champions could be the back-to-back champions. They tried their luck in WGTL. They wasn't too favored for them. But here in the Western scheme of things, it's looking really, really good with a 6-3 score. You need 8 points to become the champion of the Warcraft 3.info League. And yeah, it's up to Sonic to take the trophy home, as he said in the hype video that he created himself prior to the clan war. His opponent, Neutron, who serves a little bit as the team captain, I think. We saw his statement last time. And yeah, he said the Dust Boys are not going to be a match, going to destroy them all. And it was true. He was right. In solo competitions in these cups, we haven't seen him in any finals or not too many semifinals either recently. Seems like solo he struggles a little, but in team competition I'm always impressed by new builds and by just the way he plays the level he's rising up to in the occasion. Is he a match for Mr. Davai? Championship on the line, Neutron vs Sonic.
All right, boys. I think this is going to be a fun best of 5 right here. Quite bloody, with a lot of overextensions. That's what I want to see, especially from Sonic. Neutron in the past has said that playing against Sonic is very special. Like, playing against him or having the experience of playing against him in the opposing player position is very different than from the observer position. You know, when you watch Sonic play, it's oftentimes like you have perfect information, you know everything that's going on, and you think to yourself, why the hell are you doing this right now? But when you're playing against him, Sonic almost messes with your mind, because normally there's a certain way that the game flows. There's an attack and a defense, somebody holds, somebody is a little bit ahead, and then both players adjust, and there's a certain way that the game is supposed to be played at those given moments. But Sonic doesn't care about that. Sonic plays his own style. Sonic attacks you when he's supposed to be defending. Sonic's rarely defending, but sometimes he's defending when he's supposed to be attacking. Sonic does crazy things, and it's so hard to properly prepare for him.
A player's forces are under attack.
So let's get into this game. What do we see? It's First Heroes, Keeper of the Grove on both sides, which is so unusual nowadays.
Yesterday we saw Sonic in a mirror match against Kevin Schweem, and he played a Warden there, which fits his style a lot, but he was also one of the early adopters in Europe of the Keeper of the Grove, with Entangle harassers in pretty much every matchup. So, oh, Neutron? Kinda close with the Ancient of War, but alright, get some recovery here. Interesting that Sonic is switching it up. Neutron, I think it fits, and I kind of was expecting that as a curveball, but both of them is really interesting.
Yeah, something that has always impressed me with Neutron in Night of Mirror is his concern with wisps. His very attentive play to always bring wisps when going up against the Keeper. This is absolutely crucial. When you move out on the map against an enemy Keeper in Night of Mirror, you need to make sure you're bringing wisps to have detonate ready to not suffer too many losses. And this is where I think for the first time saw a Potom overcoming a Keeper by bringing wisps. And just because you have a Keeper yourself doesn't mean you shouldn't bring those wisps. As, yeah, you certainly should. And I imagine we're going to be seeing that as well. Both here with the same creep route. Level 2 into kobolds, into green is the level 3. We all know that by now on the Keeper of the Grove. And it seems like both are at around the same speed. That was a nice detonate, by the way. Killing off quite a few of these treants. Sonic, here we go. Going across the map, being aggressive with 0 mana.
Yeah, he finished the last creep with an Entangle, which was or the second last creep, which was absolutely not necessary, but, you know, accelerating things is his thing to do. Put the pedal to the metal. Neutron, level 3, Sonic, close to level 3. Wait, how is he not level 3? Missing some treant kills, I guess. Tier 2 on the way. Neutron a little faster, with attack, with the levels. Good early for him.
Question is, are they going to be going Entangle second, or Entangle level 2, or Treants? I could certainly see Treants here. Having more Treants for better creeping is very helpful in the mid game,
Both
where
go
we're
Entangle?
moving towards.
Both go Entangle for Archer pickups. And Neutron falling back. It's not much to do here. Nothing to creep, just being safe, close to the moon worlds in his base. As they seem to have the same idea. Oh, detonate by Sonic immediately against the Treants.
Yeah. Super ready for this harass. Nicely done.
Players' forces are under attack.
Neutron needs to follow up with his own and dispels. Oh, or he could just use the moon juice, I guess. So far, all archers being kept alive. Are they playing the mass archer strat with Naga like we see against human all the time?
We have to wait for the tier 2 heroes. Neutron is definitely at the tavern. He was playing also a lot of Dark Ranger in league matches for snowballing against archers. Naga, of course, a great picker as well. Dark Ranger would rather be Neutron specific and definitely not meta.
Keeper tried to get off the entangle there on the enemy first hero, being like, but the cast point was too slow. Didn't quite get it. Alchemist, second it is, with heal spray and acid bomb. Also very strong.
Oh, that's pretty 1.30-ish. And now he's blocking the tavern. Sonic isn't able to get a second hero from that sad tavern. Trying to reach around, but boy, Neutron so ready for this. Acid bomb, sir. Almost this round. Should be, yeah, it's closed. So TP gone, and mana, and additional experience due to the Treants.
Players' forces are
Neutron
under
playing
attack.
this really well. He's reading Sonic, even though he seems to be unpredictable oftentimes.
Yeah, not having a second hero yet here. Definitely a problem. Where to get that one now? Well, from the Altar of Elders. Priestess of the Moon. Pretty good for the aura, but no high impact spells. No Fork Lightning or Acid Bomb or Heal Spray. Just a bit of steroids for the archers.
There's a push by Neutron. I love that Neutron is going for an early Nature's Blessing, just to have more armor on the Treants as well. Could drop some Engines of War, then it helps as well. Okay, another shot taken out. Good poking from the Russian, and if he finds the Shredder, he does. Oh, that could be a big kill. Good blocks, really good blocks, but not enough for now.
Doesn't quite get it, and with that, it was kind of a lot of damage wasted. Keeper also low mana now, detonates into the back, burning his own mana. With that is Neutron though a little bit, and the Keeper is in trouble. The Keeper TP transferred. No, what did he transfer?
The ring.
Something. Okay.
It was a little bit late. Only a level 1 hero. But he just started tier 3, has almost no resources for the revive. That's a little problematic. But okay, got the staff now. Good recovery from Sonic. Holding against this push after being down a little in the early game. He definitely has a tech advantage.
Players' forces are under attack.
And falls back to his Moonworld where it's easier to defend.
Yeah, Clarity's running. Moonstone. Alchemist almost back. Oh, and he didn't see the tier 3 tech, did he? I don't believe so. So Sonic is not following up with tier 3 of his own or trying to pressure super hard. Still only staying on the Ancient of War. Archers. All the rage currently in many matchups.
A player's forces are under attack.
So the Alchemist is back. Solo creeping now. And the Merchant's going to be level 2 for him, I guess. Yeah, that's nice. And Neutron is chasing for kills. Sonic looking quite afraid over here.
Yeah, I'm curious why. He certainly seems to have a misread on the situation. The revive was a little expensive, the tier 3 was a little expensive, so Sonic definitely has the bigger number of archers, plus the aura, so his army is, at the moment, better. But with Acid Bomb, of course, that changes a couple of things. Counter Assault for Neutron for upgrades. Sonic follows into the tier 3, but half a tech behind.
Oh, that Archer should be fine with Moonwell. Taking the natural camp away. That's an ambitious play by Neutron. And Sonic is coming in for the creep jack. Sonic being given an opportunity to be aggressive. Let's see if that backfires here for Neutron. This Rock Golem will not be his to claim. Gonna TP out. Gets one Archer for it. Also gives away the creep camp to Sonic probably. But it was also time bought for his tier 3. Neutron now reaching Tree of Eternity. And that means marksmanship and orb.
Yeah, I think it was good trades. TP for time. And now it's Neutron with the lead. What will he do with that? At the moment, seems like it's creeping. Waiting for the upgrades, waiting for marksmanship. The most important upgrade if you go mass archers. But this is also time for the Priestess and Sonic's tech. So what's the time to push? Or is it even time to push and he's just expanding? Would be a little weird. But maybe that's the strategy against Sonic. Counter Sonic's weirdness with even more weirdness.
The two armies are going to be meeting here. And Sonic seems to be in the better position. Comes in with a bit of a flank. There is no dust staff yet for Neutron to save units. Gets one now, finally. Waiting for his third hero. The bottom. Oh, that Archer. Not quite saved. Two Archers lost.
Sentry Ward. Orb now on Neutron. 3 heroes. Staff of Preservation. Orb. Staff of Teleportation. Sonic lacks items for sure. Has the Keeper the Great Orb carry. Tier 3 is finished as well. And an Ancient of Lore on Sonic's side. Bears for lore?
Either that or just MG. Mountain Giants. Always good against mass archers. Now the triple hero for Neutron ready. We have the same triple hero combo, just a different sequence in terms of when they came out. And that's gonna mean faster level 3 Podem versus faster level 3 Alchemist. What's stronger? It's hard to tell.
Alright, seems like Neutron wants to close this out with a supply lead, with better Acid Bomb, and same level of True Shot Aura. No Lord transition at all, just more upgrades. Ultravision done. Heal Scroll, Invol. Oh, okay, not level 3. Shouldn't donate too many Treants to Sonic, even though he shares experience by 3.
And where to go next? There's no expo. There's no clear, easy point of attack. Mercamp creeps seem pretty natural now to go for, but so far neither have attempted that.
A player's forces are under attack.
Big items to be found here. Who's faster with the creep? No one will punish the other. They just
A town is under siege.
split the map. Oh, split the map so far. Was that an expansion attempt by Neutron that was immediately cancelled? I didn't quite see it, just heard something.
Yeah, I didn't see it either, but he cancelled right away, so couldn't have been too many resources lost. What are these big items? Ancient Django for Neutron. Hello. Versus Warsong Battle Drums.
Ooh,
Player's forces are under attack.
pretty good. Archers +6 without a single upgrade. And you're right, it's MGs, and that begs the question, how to counter MGs with Neutron's build. He's still not going for anything else than Archers. He's getting better upgrades, alright. But only Archers don't seem to be enough when it comes to MGs.
Yeah, the idea once again will have to be ignore the MGs, kill everything else.
A player's forces are under attack.
There's the item for the Merc. Flute Well, he already had that.
If only you could sell the bottom.
A town is under siege.
But what about the beautiful owl? Wait, does he even have owl?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is. Should be time for a second orb soon as well, I think. For Mr. Netball.
Expo cancelled again. Good scouts by Sonic constantly. Second attack upgrade for Neutron. Teeth Archers. Starting to get there.
I don't like that Neutron is keeping the auras on the
Players'
bottom.
forces are under attack.
Well, the Ancient Jaguar is the only one that matters. Because she usually dies the easiest. Giving the True Shot to the Alchemist is actually kind of cool. In case the bottom dies, he's still gonna have True Shot. Maybe that's even worth keeping it. And Alch level 4.
Oh, big yellow Congo line on the left-hand side of the map. Sonic, are you willing to fight? Usually that's not the question, but this game he's playing really passively for his standards.
A player's force
Bottom for Neutron close to 3. Alchemist is definitely not for Sonic. That could be the level advantage he needs.
Yeah.
2 MGs queued. Sonic is getting so ready for this fight.
Neutron's getting his own 2 lures to go into MGs here soon. But it's still gonna be a while.
It's a long tech tree for sure.
However, Neutron is saving a lot of resources. Being in no upkeep. And Sonic thinks there's an expansion up there. He's looking to pounce, but it was cancelled. A ruse by Neutron.
And Neutron finds the expansion attempt of Sonic, forcing a reaction, but there's more treants coming. It's definitely a cancel. Oh, I take that definitely back.
Neutron's going bears, by the way. Ooh, I don't like that at all. They're gonna die so fast if microed or if focused properly.
Gives you roar, gives you redo. Certainly has some value to an army, but yeah, delays Mountain Giants even more. Sonic closing in on 80. Moonwell is about to finish. And that's a lot of... it's not meat, it's stone.
Yep. 4th MG coming. And good luck trying to ignore all those Mountain Giants.
Supply-wise, it's pretty equal. Level-wise, it's kind of equal as well, with a noticeable advantage for Neutron. But he's not making anything out of it, and it seems like Sonic can defend this tree. There's new treants coming, but you don't even need Wisp against it. Just taunt and focus. That's it. +7 on the archers, so sick. Every upgrade is worth so much for Sonic.
And now he's got his win condition. Tree of Life standing. Neutron down by 10 supply. Going into more bears. He's gonna have 5 bears. Mark of the Claw.
A player's forces are under attack.
Sonic goes for the second upgrade. Just see the damage explode once this is done. Thanks to the boost of the True Shot Aura, of the War Drums. Everyone, or every single archer benefits from this. So here's the time for the big fight.
It certainly is. Bears charging into the front line. Mountain Giants kind of lacking behind. 2 of them at least. Archers in the middle, quite exposed. Alchemist diving deep for Neutron into that little hole. Has to go for the invul quickly. And is now going to be in a tough position. Perhaps we'll have to get staffed out, but it's the big invul, so it's lasting a while. Keeper in trouble as well on the left-hand side. Sonic can't protect his first hero. What was that Keeper doing there? And the Alchemist to follow. He's got the invul at least. With that, he will survive. Keeper back from the tavern. But no mana. to speak of. Again, for the next hero kill. So many hero kill attempts and the bottom might be falling. There was no staff ready. And out of nowhere, Neutron is finding a million hero kills.
Just ignoring the mountain giants as he should. Archer kills following up as well. There was so much experience for Neutron and big costs for Sonic. The damage uptime for the archers just isn't there. Neutron down to 37 supply. That's pretty much nothing. But the heroes are looking so strong and archers are easy and cheap to replace. And with the orb and the true shot, even mountain giants are falling rather quickly. This is a lot of supply for Sonic that's just stuck in mountain giants.
The keeper again getting focused. But he can this time walk away. 1 MG down. Another MG almost dead. More bears coming in now for Neutron. More Reju. More roar. Surround against the MG. There must be a staff. Oh, wait. There was no surround? Okay. Gets out.
Okay, focus on the tree. Sonic never repaired it. And there's still 2 bears. Clobber it down. Take the victory. And get 1 step closer to the final best of 3. Level 5.
That entangle can possibly hurt. Like right here on the Alchemist. He's taking 1 million damage again and he's just dead. Not having easy dispel. Big problem here. The Reju's coming in handy. The Potter might survive this. Dispel? What a dispel. Was that Sonic's dispel? No,
Yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah.
He's losing his keeper again. And that is the GG. 1-0 for Neutron. Yeah, that was not really the dispel he wanted.
Heroes slaughtered in the middle of the map, and Neutron benefits from this, exploiting the misposition by Sonic hardcore. No TP, not enough involts, not enough potions. The staff was on the keeper, so easy follow-up once the keeper was gone. And yeah, from that, it's really hard to recover. Sonic never positioned the MGs in a way that you can dodge them. And that is big points for uMaD here.
Yeah,
for Oceanus, sorry.
That seemed rather sloppy. MG's stuck in the back, heroes overexposed. But I guess that is what bears give you. More damage for hero focus and a bit of sustain from Reju against hero focus. Man, I thought Sonic was going to take that, but Neutron said, not so fast.
Yeah,
Young
he
man.
always excels in this team leagues. It's really cool to see. Seems like he really cares about his mates and his clan that sent him to Anaheim early this year. So he's benefiting from that as well quite a bit. Or was. So next veto's coming. Can Sonic reverse sweep him here with a 2-0 and claim the championship? Or will we go into the 2-2 to decide it? Is it time to go back to the Warden that brought him the victory in the Back to Warcraft Cup yesterday? Yeah, chat is catching up. It was really weird how Sonic dispelled his own entangle.
Yeah, I was kind of confused. I was like, wait, was that his wisp? A little strange. Taking a moment here. So apparently Sonic, if we go to tier map 3, would be vetoing Terranos and Northern. There are some maps which are really popular with Podem, especially Concealed, but also usually AZ. But we didn't see it here.
Terranos, Northern, Twisted, and Echo out. This means CH and LR.
All right. On LR, I would say Demon Bears is very likely.
Could also be Talents. Neutron played Keeper Talents in Anaheim.
Very hard to make Talents work nowadays against in the mirror, though, with Mountain Giants as strong as they can be.
Gotta push before the mountain giants are there. Before the stone is hot.
Eh. Yeah, Demon Hunter Naga Archer push is certainly a thing on LR. Looks like Happy is losing a map against Hawk right now, by the way.
You said this so many times and it's not happening in the end. CH it is for uMaD.
Alrighty.
It's kind of rare to see such a one-sided clan war. 3 2-0s, and Neutron could go for the fourth one. Usually has a lot of 2-1s because of the map choice.
Yeah, ironically, with 4 one-sided games, we end up with a very tight clan war. And the 2v2 would be deciding it all then. Would be kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, with this weird, bizarre shake combo. Really curious. Orc Undead, definitely playable. But Neutron Spiral had a lot of experience together. I mean, we all love 2-2. We want to see 2-2. Clan war without 2-2 is no clan war.
Hells yeah.
All right. We're in. We are ready. Just waiting for the go-go.
What are we going to see now? On Netties, this would be a very likely Potem mirror. But here, as both have shown, they don't follow that meta too closely necessarily. Keeper first could be a thing here also.
Yeah, it's really unpredictable what's going to happen. Especially with these two guys. They both have their very own mind. But yeah, Potem Hunt seems to be the standard, but both of these players are definitely not standard. So where the fuck is Taker? Just waiting for him.
Language, Neo. It's the day of the Lord. Jesus.
He's AFK and showing us.
Showing us what?
He's restreaming us.
Ah. All right. Let's go then.
Waiting for Neutron, I guess. Sonic immediately gives the go. Neutron gives the go. And with that, we go. This is a rematch from the regular season, by the way. A second ago, I knew who won. Let me see. Neutron 2-0 back in March. Since then, Sonic has improved quite a bit. Slowly but steady. But yeah. Can he make this the first 3-mapper of the clan war? Or will we decide everything in 2-2? Let's see.
Toxie is saying, with Sonic, it's never Potem. That does kind of feel right. Potem really not the best chase hunt down hero. She's more about supporting the rest of the army. Doesn't have Entangle, doesn't have Shadow Strike, doesn't have right clicks mana burn. Well, she does have right clicks, but you know, more about the aura. What are we gonna see here? What are the first heroes? I could totally see a double keeper again.
Could totally see a Warden. Demon Hunter.
Demon Hunter.
Demon versus Keeper.
Should be working out well on paper. Burn the demon, no entangle, easy game. But it's not that simple. You have to get close into range, and in attempting to do so, you may very well take a lot of damage. Need to make sure you have the wisps around. Otherwise, kills can start accruing quickly. How does a warden do against the keeper? I have never seen that before.
A player's forces are under attack.
Just on paper, disregarding who plays them, should be a lot of damage first, and then it's a lot of moon juice, and then it's like a kind of crippled keeper or slowed down keeper. I can see that work.
I'm not so sure about it. Isn't the warden normally about Shadow Strike, chase down targets? But when you just entangle her, there's no chasing down happening?
Player's forces
Well, then there's Blink, you follow and chase further.
Can you blink out of entangle?
No, but
even
you can
so,
wait.
it's a lot of mana. One creep here denied by Neutron. That was a little sloppy. Whoops. So he's not going to be level 2 too quickly here, which was the whole point of his opening creep route. But I guess he can get that level 2 at the green. There was a detonate as well from Sonic, wasn't there? Yeah, there was. You can see that the experience on the Demon Hunter.
under attack.
So that was the level 2 keeper prevented. Archer for Sonic scouts the other side of the map, sees where the keeper is there. And the Demon Hunter steals away the turtle. This early game looks pretty well thought out by Sonic. And he gets the slippers and the double circlet. Hallelujah.
Oh boy, sick damage coming in. 3 swipes for a wisp. But okay, good saves. Was a little safety area. And Sonic is pooling his archers in the main. How many archers will he go? Not too many as it seems. Also no one going for hunts. So far, both teching fast.
How did they do the keeper right-click sound effect, by the way? It sounds like hruchu, hruchu. There's a very distinct sound to that. They actually make warglaves? Probably not. Lots of mana burned here. The keeper has trouble keeping up with the spells. So far, this Demon Hunter seems to be working out rather well. Demon now, though, had to run back home. Neutron knows about this, but he was scouted. Another nice detonate. Again, the
Player's
keeper
forces
mana
are
burned.
under attack.
Sonic was trying to easily creep this natural here, but this is not going to be so easy.
Yeah, with this mana pool, I definitely agree. Sonic playing this well. Still chance for him to grab the championship. This will take forever. Manipulating the creeps quite well so he doesn't take that much damage. But so much time and Sonic is already moving south.
It's not even keeper level 3, is it? It's going to be a little bit missing, I think. And the demon is about to say hello. I don't think he can find any kills here, especially if Neutron's fast with the entangle. But he is certainly preventing an expansion. Keeper thirsting for that level 3. He could get it at the green,
Player's
actually.
forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
And there he would be getting it safely. But the demon is himself continuing to creep, going for a green in the middle of the map. And that should be very close to his level 3. I think that is his level 3.
On the other side, Neutron is going for the Ogre Lord with the Naga in a very unusual position, so this could avoid a scouting. Interesting. Haven't seen him pull to the north. Usually it's always to the south to the tavern.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Naga second. We have no Hunter's Fall, by the way. He's going talents.
Alrighty. It's gonna be a lot of focus fire potential with the Fairy Dragon, Naga, right clicks, and the Entangle, and especially the Demon Hunter. Second hero, Panda. Normally a hero who wants to creep, but Sonic wants to play more aggressively. Has some wisps for this spell as well. Pretty nicely done. And there we go. The spell used against the... Oh, didn't even use it against the Entangle, actually. But where were the archers for Sonic? Lacking behind a little bit, as it seems. But now Neutron completely out of mana on his heroes.
Okay, Demon Hunter is doing quite some damage. Passes you have a staff? No, not really. Passes the TP. Last second. Gets the Shredder. Big pickup last second. Rest of the camp goes to Neutron. That's Fork Lightning and a lot of damage on these archers, but all spread. Can he heal all that? It's nighttime, but not for much longer. That's limited Moon Juice for sure. And Sonic is just buying time. Tier 3 kinda late? Did he see that wind? No. Going into Bears first, not rushing MG is the hard counter to Talons. And Neutron going to tier 3 as well. So no fast push, but rather a Cyclone play.
Is he keeping that cloak? Such an awkward item on ranged heroes. And it's so much gold. 250. Free heal scroll. Okay, he's selling it. Makes sense. Even sells the Wand of Illusion. Normally against a Demon Hunter, that item has a lot of value. Can confuse what's the right target to mana burn. But alright, with that additional gold, Neutron was able to afford the Tree of Life. Sonic has seen this with a Wisp, but nothing he can do about it at the moment.
Good focus on the Keeper. There is an invul. Still no staff. He's got to be careful. Focus fire is of course good. The combination of Fairy Fire and Archer damage. So the heroes are melting for now. And Sonic's Moonwells, they don't invite for a bath either.
Yeah, this is a little scary right now. MGs are coming up, but they might take a lot of damage once they are out. Good mana burns again. Naga is completely dry. Keeper is dropping low also. Oh, nice heal scroll though, and the Panda's in trouble. Heal potion transferred. Last second, he's still in trouble. And the staff will finally be good enough to get him out of that trouble.
Interesting.
Archers now, without heroes in front to protect them. Also, the shop quite exposed. That one could certainly be taken out here by Neutron. And the Moon Juice still scarcely ending there.
Interesting play by Neutron to go for a Hunter Soul behind this. Maybe following up into a transition. Bought a lot of time for his expansion now. Wasn't able to get any critical damage, no hero kills. Doesn't block the tag tree for Mountain Giants by killing the shop for a little. Forcing this. Still, Keeper in trouble. Drunken Haze Breath of Fire. Good fireworks here. But okay, Sonic about to take this. The problem is there's no Dispel and Reju is ready. Invo Potion committed. I'm not too sure if that's the right thing.
Killing a few more archers for it though. But now Invo wearing off, TPing out. Naga! Oh my god, getting blocked by her own backline. Big micro mistake there by Neutron. That should have been an easy save. And instead, it's the kill and the level 4 demon.
Marksmanship for Sonic, still holding on to 3 archers. Rest is Bears. Fairy Fire sees the movement. Neutron knows he's under pressure. The push is coming. Without a Naga, what can he do? He's a little confused in the base, going for a mana potion. No healing at all, so the Keeper is already down to 50%. How much time can he buy? There's a depth upgrade, but he's not going for Master Training, despite being on tier 3. Rather rushing the revive. So Sonic, are these Siege Bears or will he be forced away?
Hunter. Nice dispel there. Gets rid of the Entangle and the Fairy Fire at the same time. That was pretty cool. Next Fairy Fire is very important against this demon. Talon doesn't quite get it. Waiting for the Naga. He's about to be back in around 10 seconds. But until then, Neutron has to do it only with the archers and his first hero. Big roar coming in. Lots of damage now on Sonic, but also a good detonate. Wisp gets rid of a lot of it. And these bears, we see how fast they can fall. But the demon's back in the mix, and he is super strong.
Town is under siege.
Yeah, it hurts that the Naga wasn't there to help with kiting with the Frost Arrow. That's usually what she does, doing AoE damage and slow things down. Now with the choke here, can that prevent the bears from dominating this map? Not yet. It's a big backline, but the Panda turns out to be a way better choice than I initially thought. Naga in trouble again, so are these archers. He needs the heal scroll, but where to get them? Good position on the bears with Reacher. There's still no dispel against, despite Wisps. Shredder, second one, falling. Level 3 now. Oh, the Panda was already a great choice, and now he's getting better and better. Feels like Sonic got this. I love the APs on the right-hand side, putting pressure on the expansion.
Yeah, Neutron in a ton of trouble. 30 supply only left. Finally, this demon is forced low HP again, but there is lots of Reju still left. Bears coming in more and more from the main. Double Reju, in fact. One Ancient of War taken out with that Archer reduction reduced. One Entangle against the Demon Hunter, but man, he's so tacky with all those stats and evasion. Caught kind of on the wrong side now. Uh-oh! Could this be the hero kill out of nowhere with the Shadow Meld? The Naga is going down, but the Demon might be falling as well. Is it one step too far? Demon is dead. Keeper is 4. But still, Neutron has barely anything left.
20 supply, man. The Tree of Eternity is helping. Is this the Divine move that we expect from Sonic? 3 talents about to be wiped out. The Keeper is just holding on to the shop, trying to get potions. He's stuck into the corner. Actually not stuck. Okay, the buildings are helping. How fast are the reinforcements coming from Neutron? Only 200 gold. Nothing in production in the Ancient of Wind. And the shop is falling. That means no more potions. He got 1 and clarities. Panda level 4. His tree must be about to fall here. Yep, the APs are enough damage. Ooh, big right hands from the Ancient. Blocks the Panda again.
No way, dude.
There's a potion. Panda... Oh... Boy, this Keeper! Potion gets it!
He's got an Entangle.
So much by Sonic. How is he not killing this? Okay, that's a kill. But the double kill? Yeah. GG! Sonic forces a decision on game 3. That's the 7th point for uMaD. That means the next map they win is their championship. If we go to the 2-2, Spiral and Neutron have to win 2-0. 2-1 is not enough. Sonic could claim victory.
True. Our first full best of 3 series here this evening. Sonic. He could close it out. Neutron can only keep his team's hopes alive. So what was the other map? LR.
Are you in a rush?
No, but just making sure they know what it is.
Taker is just restreaming us. He's just gone. The entire match.
Maybe something came up.
Could sue him for stealing our content without asking.
Gonna call the Twitch lawyer.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Mr. Twitch lawyer. Somebody is restreaming us.
Strike! Nah, we don't give a fuck. It's exposure.
So last refuge. will be our map number 3. The decision between these two and possibly the last map if Sonic wins. Or can Neutron save his team?
Yeah.
Oceanus to
Yes.
the last submatch.
Neutron has to win 3 maps in a row. That is the world of W3IL on his shoulders. He's gonna get a little assistant by Spiral, that's for sure. No, that's not for sure. That could happen if he takes this map, which is his map. Okay, Oceanus, do you have it in you? Is that time for a big, big comeback? Wouldn't be the first one in W3IL, that's why we love this league so much. But it's rough. And Sonic seems to be in good shape. Talents wasn't the play. Will it happen on LR? Will Neutron try it on LR again? What does Sonic have to offer? Is it a Warden finally?
That I would definitely not expect. Would be very surprising. This is a very strong Demon Hunter map. Normally, Demon Hunter dominates the Knight of Mirror. Here, Demon Hunter and Bears, or Demon Hunter Naga Archer push. And playing a Warden into Demon Hunter, that sounds risky. This map also is really weak for Potom, which means the Demon Hunter doesn't have the Potom hunts to fear. So, all in all, a strong Demon map. I'm certainly expecting double Demon Hunter here.
Okay. We'll see. Sonic. Demon Hunter, you're right. Keeper again.
Once more.
Neutron, a little psychological warfare. Kind of rare to see Sonic not responding. Yesterday, he was very talkative in the games against Side and Kevin.
Did he mute him, perhaps?
I could definitely see that.
Maybe.
A player's forces are under attack.
I mean, it's Neutron. I think many people would love to have a mute feature for him.
Oh, I just figured out you can mute observers, by the way.
Huh. That's new then. With mute or with squelch?
Mute.
Cool!
Keeper starting off with the claws. Very nice. For Nateball. Ring on the Demon Hunter. Not the greatest,
Player's
but
forces
not
are
bad.
under attack.
Anything that can drop there is good for the Demon Hunter.
In typical Sonic fashion, running over right away. Makes sense. You take essentially trees away with the early mana burns. Oh, detonate. That's quite some experience here. If Neutron doesn't deny it, and he doesn't.
Is he surrounded?
Yeah, but can't fight out.
Easy. And didn't even lose too much health, so he can stick around here to harass the creeping even more if he wants
Player's
to.
forces are under
And
attack.
looks like he wants to.
Would be a golden weekend for Sonic, fitting his color in game. $75 yesterday in the Back to Warcraft Cup, and the $500 here, shared by the team, of course.
Yeah, this Wisp usage just outstanding. Sonic having a really good early. Getting the Archer as well would be the icing on the cake. But nice block from Neutron saves his Archer.
Ooh, the Moonwall was quite far away. That block was absolutely necessary. So, what's up for Sonic? He's teching, so is
player's
Neutron.
forces
We
are
rely on Archers again.
Finally, Neutron left alone here to get his level 2. Sonic not interested in the next camp. It's just more Archers healing up and then continuing with the aggression. Oh, has a little Shadow Melt trap over here. Now revealing them again though. Oh, Neutron going for a greedy Merc Camp creep against an opponent who loves to be aggressive. Bold.
Yeah, with the ensnares and the slow and the boulders. Shadow Priest here now. Cool against the Entangle, obviously.
Yeah.
Neutron getting the Shadow Priest. That big reinforcements coming in. Wants this to take the Shadow Priest. There's, of course, no staff yet. Good damage here, though. Belt of Giant Strength for a little bit more HP. But the Engine of War is gone.
That is level 2. And the rest of the camp with that won't be too easy to take. Neutron still super low HP, super low mana. Going for a new Ancient of War in the main. That's more resources lost, I guess. And now the Demon Hunter finally continuing to creep. Would be great now for Sonic if he could fit in a quick level 3 at this point.
Okay, has to rebuild the Ancient. That's all so expensive. Sonic very dominant. One hand on the trophy, but you know, in Sonic games, sometimes the trophy is made of butter. Ooh, Sonic with a panda again. In Archer Wars?
The Naga right now certainly looks stronger. The reveal comes out. Shadow Melt won't be good enough to save these archers. And 2 go down for Sonic. Oh, that hurts in the middle of the map.
Keeper
Trying
though.
to force the TP on the Keeper.
Good block, but not good enough. It's mana burn, it's a breath, but yeah. You would love to have a Naga now for the slow, huh? Demon Hunter's surrounded. Kind of. Oh! Whoa, that TP was necessary. And with that, he saves his Demon Hunter. Cliche Sonic using an aggressive move to keep his units alive.
Trying to steal the Ogre Magi away, but that's pretty predictable. I imagine Neutron will be expecting this and going south. Could be a little dicey. One archer goes down to the creeps. At least he's getting the item. Big healing. That is very nice.
Naga is in though with the slow. Creeps help him a little with ensnares, and there's no Fork Lightning. Is the damage enough? Ah, yes, the Potion of Greater Healing. TP over it. Okay.
Yeah, wants to keep the pot for a big fight.
A player's forces are under attack.
There's a lot of archers going down for Sonic, though.
Neutron again with the Ancient of Wind. So Sonic knows that it's Talons once more. And he's answering with lures once more. This could just be Dryads, Mountain Giants. Sonic has the hard counter.
Yeah. MGs could be great, but still gonna take quite a while. Tier 3 just having started a moment ago. Being involved. Nice. From Neutron.
Demon Hunter and Panda both need levels against the mass.
A town is
Double
under
Engine of
siege.
Wind, more archers. Ooh, the wins are late though, aren't they? Already 60% to tier 3.
Yeah, double wins as well. Does he want to transition fully into mass talent? And now he's going Hunter's Hall? Like, what?
Are under attack.
It is indeed weird, but maybe kills the Demon Hunter. There is the potion. Okay, got it now. Big breath again. This is always doing more damage than I thought on the level 1 archers, as they are so squishy.
There is 1 or 2 more breaths as well.
And
Finally, bears coming out.
okay. Going bears immediately. Like,
Town is under
Dryads would be a hard counter, and Mountain Giants would be a hard counter, but he's going bears. Still not bad at all, but against mass talents,
Players'
you
forces
know.
are under attack.
Maybe he feels the need to go for double Engine of Wind to get the upgrades and be able to produce as he needs army, because the bear push is coming.
Yeah, and then I guess still marksmanship. Still
Yeah.
has a few archers left.
Yeah, and upgrades.
Lumber,
In case
not
there's
the greatest though. Still no MGs.
A player's forces are under attack.
Bears, of course, with the reju. Very nice for the heroes. Demon is finally gonna get level 3 here. Finally gonna get some claws. On Concealed, he had a crazy inventory very early on with Double Circuit and Slippers. Here, it took a little bit longer. Still not that impressive on the Demon Hunter. But if the Panda gets to level 2 here, level 3, I mean, that's also a good weapon against
He's
the
great,
Talons.
yeah. He's gonna be up in the air for quite some time. As we have master training in a bit.
A town is under
Still needs a
siege.
long way to get there, but Sonic is not transitioning into MGs, he's going into Dryads. He has Dispel as well, single target Dispel against single target Disable and Cyclone. That's pretty good, even though it's expensive. It's not as expensive as Cyclone is. It's not gonna be easy for Neutron. He needs that win.
Yeah, this one and 2 more.
A
Game
player's
slowing down
forces
quite a
are
bit
under
here.
attack.
We're going heavy into creeping. Not too many Talons yet. We have 4 plus master training. But the Dispel on Sonic's side don't have that many. He's gonna have 5 abolishes, which is okay. But after that, he's gonna be dry. Would love to see him make 2 more Moonwells, get MG upgrades, and then go to 64. Classic MG timing. Anti-magic on the Demon Hunter also very nice. And with level 3 Panda, with his 50 supply, Sonic is looking to be aggressive. Needs to be very careful about his Dryad positioning. Is not allowed to lose them too easily to the archers.
Where can you fight now? Oh, illusions, no Dispel for Neutron. There is a lot to Dispel for Sonic. Treants, Entangle, Cyclone, Fairy Fire. He kind of needs Wisps as well, even though he has a little Dispel in Dryads. Ultra Vision soon, okay. Detonate to drain the mana of the bears, not too much Roar. Demon Hunter with Fairy Fire on, but big Breath of Fire, Drunken Haze. Oh, that hurts. That hurts a lot, and it feels like there's more. Talons burning the Cyclone a tiny bit too late. Sonic. This smells like championship
The town is under siege.
to me.
It's gonna be a cancel in the Tree of Life as well. Neutron, can he fight back here somehow with less than 30 supply? It looks like it's impossible. He gets 1 archer kill, his first kill of this fight. Now some Cyclones finally coming in.
Yeah, desperate Cyclones now. There's so much mana, but the Keeper is in trouble and blocked by his own Naga. GG grabs the back-to-back, and the first 2-time champion in W3IL history is uMaD Gaming with Sonic, Cash, Vortex, Bizarre, Lithod, and Shake, and Maru.
Congratulations, uMaD once again. Looking very strong in Season 3. As you said, back-to-back champions. The final not even going the whole distance. Unfortunately, we didn't see the 2v2. Would have loved to see that as well. But yeah, they underline their already previously very strong performance. The only Western team to get into WGTL, the first place finisher during the regular season. More than 10 points ahead there of Dusk, by the way. And now our grand champions.
Yeah, no one was really able to challenge them. Dust defeated them in the clan wars in the regular season. uMaD as well, but when it counts, they are just there, and they seem very, very strong. Third place, by the way, goes to Dust Gaming. So after the silver medal for the Americans last time, it's the bronze medal this time. They can be proud. Sweden, rank 4. So that's the end of W3IL Season 3. Hopefully there will be a 4th season. Hopefully teams put more effort into scheduling clan wars when there is no ESL Cup at the same time. That would be very cool for us and viewers. And yeah, the scene in general, Friday evening, would be pretty good, for example. Yeah, cool to see that teams support Warcraft players and that teams like groups of Orgas bound together and provide a home for players like uMaD, like Dust, like Oceanus. And yeah, Sweden kind of naturally growing together. All right. Hope you enjoyed W3IL. They have a match Reno up. You can find it on their homepage. And with that, congrats, uMaD. You had to suffer a little in WGTL, but you made up for that. Congrats. Have a wonderful day. You deserve it. And we see each other tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. right here for the show match of Happy versus Grubby. See ya tomorrow.
Bye-bye.